How we doing, Trojan Nation? We're here live at Tony Berger Field in South Austin for the 2023 matchup between your Anderson Trojans and the Akins Eagles. Are we ready for tonight?
We are ready. We're Thursday ready.
We're Thursday ready.
We were so ready we couldn't wait till Friday.
Correct. Thursday night lights. It's starting to get a little bit darker here in the fall, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
The weather has not cooperated. It's still hot. Late September football, Central Texas football, AISD matchup between the Akins Eagles and Anderson Trojans. What looks to be a pretty good opportunity for a bounce-back game for Anderson.
Yeah, this is, I think this is just what the doctor ordered as the teams run out on the field.
Yeah, here comes Akins.
The Eagles are soaring onto the field.
Oh, wow.
I guess.
That is aggressive.
I don't know.
That's very 13 minutes before kick. We're really hitting on all cylinders.
We are. Uh-oh. Yeah, here comes your...
here come the Trojans.
The Trojans. Good. Just take our word for it. Running with the flag. Oh, glory. Leading the way.
You bet. Yeah, it should be an opportunity. Obviously, Anderson had a big win. They had a big win at the freshman level, at the JV level, which is always exciting to see. And the Trojans look to be heavily favored in this game, and hopefully an opportunity to work on things, get better, get a lot of guys involved, get a lot of reps.
Yeah,
that would be kind of a dream scenario for Anderson tonight.
Yeah, as we're setting up for the game, the fellas like to. I say the fellas, the whole. You see the crews all running around. We all sit in the booth and talk. And the consensus was when Anderson has looked good, they've looked real good.
Yes.
And this will be one of those times where we can showcase a lot of looking real good. Hopefully, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So yes, just an opportunity in front of us to really showcase what we got. Make sure our fundamentals are sound, confidence is high. Build all that back
for sure.
Yeah,
and obviously the next stretch for Anderson, we've got Akins tonight, and then matchup against Westlake, and then Del Valle, and then finishing out the season against Dripping Springs to end the season. Very similar schedule to last year. The Trojans have had somewhat similar results. The close loss at Bowie mirroring the close loss last year. Last week, obviously, a tough loss to Buda Johnson, and what was a pretty good game. You wonder almost if that taking the lead against Bowie, going into the fourth quarter, and then losing a heartbreaker kind of took some wind out of their sails, and it resulted in Buda Johnson hitting all those big runs. It was kind of a difficult loss to Buda Johnson last week.
Yeah, it's just almost one of those things that avalanches on you a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
Right, and it's you feel it's like you feel it, and it's almost that here we go again syndrome.
For sure. Well, a great opportunity for Anderson to rebound this week, the week after homecoming, here at Berger Stadium. There's a rumor going around. There's always talk, there's UIL realignment every 2 years, that both these schools could end up in 5A next year, possibly always keeping AISD schools together, end up in the same district. So this is a battle we may see next year in a different district, possibly 5A, which would be exciting. I mean, you look at the size of both these teams, size numbers-wise, and you realize they're probably really 5A teams.
There we go. Sorry.
Golly.
Yeah.
Smooth stylings of Stu.
Yeah, conference realignment has kind of been the thing this season.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's doing it. So
UIL's been used to it for 100 years.
Right.
They switch every 2 years. So.
But that is if they are going to change classes, and you see an old rivalry.
Yeah, that's right.
That's always fun.
Yeah, definitely Akins has been in the rotation against Anderson for some number of years. Obviously not as long as McCallum, Austin High, Bowie, but it'll be interesting to see how it shakes out for next year. Obviously the numbers for Trojan football have been skyrocketing ever since Trojan Pop Warner and a lot of things coming on line. So it's it'll be exciting to see how this shakes out. Maldy back in the booth upstairs tonight. He just whacked me on the back.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's
I'm
more of
ready.
a rib shot?
Yeah, I feel like I'm ready to go in the game.
Yeah. Well, and how are your intercostals feeling, though? That was kind of an aggressive.
Yes.
They didn't
He
shock
may,
you.
he may be like, hey, are you ready? Because you're a little dead on air.
Mm-hmm.
So I may need to step it up for Maldy today.
Yeah, I know. You need that. That's a good coach that comes along and sees when, your body language.
My bad body language. I majored in that in high school. Well, the good thing is we've got Coach Maldonado, defensive coordinator, Coach Napoli, offensive coordinator, both above us in the booth here. Coach Donald Hatcher on the field, year 2 of the Hatcher era. With it sure looks like there's some promising football ahead, and hopefully it continues tonight.
Yeah, it's there's nothing but promise in front of you. Yeah,
That's right.
And and thinking of a drop possibly to 5A. It's not like a college classification where you drop to Division II or something like that.
No.
Or even soccer like Premier League where you got
Correct.
relegated.
No.
It's just lining up with for better
What your
competition.
and what your student population is. So
Right.
Obviously, some issues we've had this year is depth. It's numbers. It's when you can mirror a team with those same kind of numbers, it certainly makes sense, and it's an encouraging thought at the least. If UIL's listening, keep it honest, fellas.
Pretty sure they are.
They better be.
Let me check our
I
comments.
can assure you that Texas officials have been monitoring this announcer's broadcast for the last couple of years and have tightened it up over the years.
Yeah, Cameron, the moon, we got a pretty spectacular moon. I just saw it tonight.
Stu's going dark side of the moon again.
Well, you cue it, right? But don't copyright. But you can imagine when we get a shot of that moon later.
You may be able to get it.
I don't know what it is about the moon on a Thursday night playing football. It just seems right to talk about.
It is right in between the goalposts, which is pretty spectacular from this vantage point. I'd rather get into the Trojan football. We'll stick with the moon. All right, here come the captains. I don't know that we've lost a toss all day. You got Ed Small, Zane Cook, Jesus Soto, and Brady Gephardt coming out. 4 of the multiple captains on this Trojan team. It's going to be interesting. Trojans, obviously, as the visitor here, will call the toss. I like this uniform combo. I've said this before. I'm not a big fan of the color pants, but I like that blue with the jerseys. We all also obviously go with the all whites, which I love.
Yeah.
There's a rumor that Coach Hatcher's interested in getting, of course, keeping the blue helmet, but also having a black option, which would further have the uniform combos for the Trojans would be exceptional at that point.
Yeah, it's especially with as it gets later in the season, right? You want to go with darker colors
Absolutely.
to reflect the foliage and
Of course.
flora and fauna.
What's neat is the Trojans uniform combos over the past years have been spectacular. There's an all gray option that they don't wear anymore, but it has trickled down to the freshman JV level. So even the uniform combos at that level were pretty spectacular. There was an all yellow version, kind of a tribute to the original Anderson High yellow jackets that I think it was a one and done. It was bright yellow and bright yellow pants. Kind of a shock to your system.
I was going to say that we are living in the golden age of
That's right.
uniform alternatives and choices.
Very much so.
And that would be a very fitting way to show that.
For sure. I don't think we've gone with the blue jersey this year.
Would you go blue jersey, white pants?
See,
or
I would go blue jersey, white pants. Kind of an old school, whatever. You could go all blue, and I think it probably looks sharp with blue helmet and all blue.
Yeah,
is a good combo.
Yeah, that would look sharp.
We just talked through the toss, and I didn't even tell who it was.
I'm pretty sure
announcing 101.
I'm sure we won.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say we won. We obviously Anderson has won a lot of these tosses. Early in the season, we took the ball. Now it's kind of shifted. We've had a lot of deferrals. Again, this.
Do we have the stats on the payoff on the deferrals? It's a good.
Well,
it's a good strategy.
It is a good strategy because we've gotten the ball in the second half. The problem is, last week, as you recall, we deferred, took the ball, had a instant Dayton Williams 5-yard gain. Things look promising. We're going to drive a horrible, I'll say it, a horrible personal foul call on our offensive lineman moving a player off Dayton Williams, and which completely killed a drive. We lost all field position, all momentum, all everything. All right, here is the national anthem. A wonderful rendition of our nation's national anthem performed by the Akins choir. That was spectacular. That's the second choir we've had. I think we had the Anderson choir last week at homecoming, typically performed by the bands who do a fantastic job, but it's kind of fun to mix it up with the choir performance.
Yeah. Yes.
Stu is working on his mic tonight, boys.
Yeah, it's having issues, but I heard them in warm-ups, and I was anticipating. That was good stuff.
Yeah, it's always fun. Again, Stu and I talk about this all the time. The pageantry of Texas high school football is second to none. It's unbelievable. The crowd, the band, everything. Even Thursday night, it's fun. You got the AISD announcer over the loudspeaker. We're ready to go.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. A minute out from first kick.
And while we have a second, is Sophia, you got your ears on? Pan right. Show that moon real quick.
Hurry, Sophia.
Hurry. We're about to have kickoff, but...
There it is. Stu wanted it.
Moonshot.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
There's your moonshot.
Thank you.
All right. Trojans will receive this opening kickoff. And it looks like they have kind of a different formation here. Single back will be Zayden Sharp for this kick. Looks like Ben Hatcher, one of the up backs. And away we will go with this kick. Officials waiting on Akins to enter the field of play. Here they come. And we'll be underway with this 6A district matchup between the Akins Eagles and the Anderson Trojans. Trojans obviously looking for a big bounce back game. Big district victory, hopefully, against Akins here tonight. Akins is right by Buda.
Yes.
It's the southernmost AISD school.
Make a call now. Deep kick, pooch kick?
I think kind of a flopper. Okay, Nunez to kick. Here it is. A little flopper. It's going to be caught. Fair catch. That's the first fair catch caught by Anderson. It's Mason Randolph. I think I like it when we return those. We had time.
Yeah,
and you've got a whole up back of Trojans to block for you, and it wasn't necessarily right on the line.
No, yeah, you had time. I don't know, maybe playing conservative to start.
Little conservative to start. All right, here's Gephardt at quarterback, the senior, out of the shotgun. He's going to start out throwing. Gephardt looks straight over the middle, got a man wide open. Ooh, little late hit there. Right, good pass there, right to Ben Hatcher coming out of the backfield. Tiny window just popped out of his hands. Kind of a late hit, no call, early no call. I'll take a no call there if we get a no call later.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean?
Yes, bank one.
Keep it consistent, fellas.
Sure.
All right.
That's all we asked for.
Trips right, Small, Randolph, I believe Hatcher. No, it's Wadelick. All right, man in motion's sharp. They're going to give the Hatcher straight up the middle, bouncing around. He's going to have about 5 yards. Good little run by Ben Hatcher. Trojans will have 3rd and 5 from their own 41.5, 42-yard line.
Yeah, really good job on that one, letting the blocks develop in front of
right. All right, here's Gephardt in the shotgun. Flips it out to Ben Hatcher. Ben's going to get a first down and more. Knifing ahead all the way up to midfield. He's going to have it right there at the Akins 49. So pretty good opening series thus far by Anderson.
Yeah, seeing a lot of space in front of him, taking advantage of it as it comes there. It's just a solid start.
Good start. All right, Dayton Williams slips back into the backfield next to Gephardt. Gephardt high snap. Got a lot of pressure. He's going to be sacked all the way back to the 40-yard line. So that kind of high snap, Akins brought pressure, and Gephardt really didn't have a shot there to get out of the way.
No,
He's scrambled well all year.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was one of those, it was so high, no time for that. But we have seen, on both sides, against our opponents and for us, for Anderson, we've seen some of the high snaps and the funky snaps, and we haven't seen very many sacks result from that.
That's right.
So law of averages, I guess, play out over time, and eventually that's going to get you.
All right, 2nd and 20. Wadelick in motion in front of Gephardt. Gephardt's going to take it, fakes to Dayton Williams, rolls out, throws just a little wide, looking for Ben Hatcher in the flat. Just a little wide. It's going to be 3rd and 20 for Anderson. Boy, those sacks kill you.
They do. And you don't want to read too much too early. Almost like they're trying to do too much on each play, maybe. Starting out, it's at least on that play, perhaps.
Yeah, and I think they're honestly just trying to get some positive yards. All right, here's Gephardt. He's going to flip it to Hatcher. Hatcher's going to have about 10 yards, but it's going to be 4th and 10 from midfield. Gephardt wanting to go for it, imploring to go for it. We'll see what the Trojans do. It's kind of a long 4th down to go for, but Trojans, a lot of confidence early.
Yeah. That's a good litmus test on how well you're clicking early, for sure.
Here's Gephardt out of the gun, rolls right, looking. He's going to flip it. Oh, good catch over there by Wadelick. 1st down Trojans, and that confidence paid off there.
Yeah, no, that's I stand corrected. Not trying to do too much. They're confident and just had to dial it in just a little bit, and they did right there. That looked great.
Yeah, great catch by Wadelick, tiptoeing the sidelines, outstretched arms. 1st down Trojans. Fight on in the background, Trojan band. Here's Gephardt in the shotgun. Takes it, fakes it to Dayton Williams, flips it out there to Wadelick. Wadelick had to go down on a knee, so obviously he's going to be stopped there for no gain.
But that sidearm pass that
he looked good, gunslinger.
Yeah.
Gephardt.
He whipped that thing in there. That was great.
Yeah. Just got it around a incoming Akins defender. All right, here's 2nd and it looks like it lost yard 2nd and 11. Here's Gephardt. Setting up a screen. He's got Dayton Williams straight up the middle, got room to go. Bounces off a couple of guys, gets about 7 yards. So a nice little pickup there on second down. Going to set up a manageable 3rd and 4 for Anderson.
Yeah, Akins bringing everybody.
Oh, they are. And that, obviously, you can run the screens. If they're going to keep bringing people, we'll eat them alive on screens. This passes to the outside all night long. All right, here's Gephardt. Hatcher in motion. Now in the slot. Dayton Williams shifts over to the left side. Another motion. Ed Small. Here's Gephardt. Rolls left. Comes back right. Throws it to Wade. First down and more. Wade looks straight up the middle all the way down to the 13-yard line. Nice little shifting offensive set.
Yeah.
Sets up the screen to Wadelick. Wadelick goes up for about 15 yards all the way down. It's going to be 1st and 10 Trojans from the Akins 18-yard line.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Like a tasty wave developing, and like a surfer like just caught the perfect part
tasty
of that wave.
wave. Here we go. All right, here's Gephardt signaling to his receivers. Takes a snap, fakes, throws it right over the middle. Got Wadelick another first down all the way down to the 3-yard line. So Gephardt's starting to pick this Akins defense apart a little bit.
Yeah, Akins being real aggressive out of the gate.
Which, as an underdog,
yeah,
smartly, I mean, it's feast or famine.
But Trojans letting them punch themselves out.
Correct.
On these gains.
Here's Gephardt in the shotgun, kind of a tight formation. He's going to roll right, flicks it right out there. It's going to be a touchdown for Mr. Ed Small III. Touchdown Trojans. Pretty nice. They didn't use Small all drive and then right by the goal line. I bet Tristan Wade looks a little upset.
Well, they say it does come down to the small things.
Well, certainly does. All right, here's Zane Cook, my main man, on for the extra point. Ed Small to hold. Good snap, good hold. Kick is good by Zane Cook. Zane Cook's kicks have gotten better and better and better. He's drilling.
I'm going to call them crispy. Those are crispy PATs.
Crispy.
Yeah.
Crispy waves, crispy PATs. Zane Cook's going to come up back on to kick off for the Trojans, but in the first quarter, Trojans take the ball straight down the field with 7:41 left in the first quarter. It's going to be Trojans 7, Akins 0. So good start.
Yeah, real good start. The one sack and then the rebound from
that's a great rebound too.
Yeah, now they look confident. They look like they're out here to prove a point.
Absolutely.
To anybody watching and to themselves that they're not a team that just gets beat.
Well, and I'm sure there's a lot of it does show a lot of confidence to go for it on 4th and 10, even from midfield, and it tells the players something. We believe in you. We believe you're going to execute, and they did.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a big signal from the coaching staff.
All right, here's Zane. Hammers it downfield. It's going to be caught around the 15. Trojans, great coverage all over them. We'll see who that is. And it could be Alan Sue, the dude, the sophomore, down on kick coverage for the Trojans. So, great coverage by the Trojans. It's going to be the first time we see the Trojan defense out there tonight. With a slightly different defensive set against this. It's a wing T offense. We're about to go back in our time machine to an older version. This is the Liberty Hill wing T. So a quick handoff, straight up the middle. He's going to have a pretty good yardage there, about 5 yards. Again, Liberty Hill, one of the most successful teams in Texas, runs this wing T. They huddle. Center goes to the line. The whole offense sprints to the line. It's a ground control offense. You can see you can't see on your screen, but here comes the quarterback for Akins. Literally goes to the sidelines. It is not a hurry-up offense.
No, this is...
We're going to have a lot of dead time. It's like calling a baseball game.
Channel your inner Vince Scully then.
That's right. All right, here's Akins to the line. Going to be a wide handoff. Holding over there, not called. River Anderson's going to make the play, the sophomore. Good tackle there by the Trojans. It's going to be a loss for Akins, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. Interesting to see what a wing T offense does on 3rd and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
Yeah, it's this is not hurry up. I would imagine though that it's not hurry up, but their games probably move along pretty quickly.
Yeah, they do. They really do. Anytime you run the ball like this. Well, it's going to be 3rd and 10. Interesting to see what Akins tries here. Primarily a running team. Trojans set. They're going to look to pass. He's going to scramble around. Going to try to heave it deep, way up in no man's land. And he's almost got the ball, but we strip it away. That's going to be Zach Poe on an interception. Oh, my. Yeah, interception. It's going to be Trojan ball. 1st and 10 Trojans.
Yeah, that was
a good start.
That was a great snag. Like that ball floated up there, and so did he.
Yes, it did.
Poe just kind of floated up there and picked it out of the air. And
yes, it did.
There you go.
Akins quarterback Jacob Bradshaw is a heck of an athlete. I've seen him since 7th grade. And the key for Anderson is going to be containing him all night. All right, Gephardt gives, and a nice run there by Dom Mays. He's going to have about 6 yards on the carry. So it's going to be 2nd and 4, but a good run by Dom there. Trojans' second offensive possession. Obviously, they scored to make it 7-0 on their first possession. They got a 3 and interception, which set them up right here at midfield. Here's Gephardt. He's going to flick it over there. He's got Zayden Sharp. Good little pitch and catch for another Trojan first down.
Yeah, they are clicking. You can tell they're feeling good.
They are. They are. It's going to be the Trojans first down from the Akins 34-yard line. Here's Gephardt. He's going to roll right, looking. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to have about 8 or 9 yards there. So a nice little run. Yeah. Gave what the defense gave him. Cliche, insert cliche.
Right, but, I mean, that's exactly what happened. Cliches become cliches because cliches happen.
That's right. It's going to be a first down. It looks like they're trying to move the chains, deciding what to do. They are moving the chains. So a first down run by Gephardt.
Yeah, he almost dove or took the slide there after, and then opted for a couple more yards to get the first down.
All right, here's Gephardt. Fakes to Dom. He's going to flick it over there. Got Wadelick. Got a few, but there's going to be a late flag. Gephardt signaling that it's against Akins. We'll see what the officials say. Kind of a late flag. Double flag in the middle of the field. Here we go. Personal foul. Defense. Hands to the face. Gephardt was right. First down, Trojans all the way down inside the 10-yard line of Akins. It'll set up 1st and goal, Trojans. Again, another opportunity. Work on your red zone offense. Work on your play calls. Here's Gephardt. Trips left for the Trojans. Looking left.
Good block.
Flicks it over for Small's got it. Touchdown Trojans. What a pass. What a tightrope by Ed.
Yeah.
Touchdown Trojans. Ed Small's second of the night.
That guy, he's impressive.
He's unbelievable. I don't know how, well, we don't know. He's only a junior, but he's going to play baseball at Texas, but a lot of people wondering if he might not be the best high school receiver in Texas.
Yeah, some of his catches are just
insane.
Yeah.
All right, here's Zane for the extra point. I love the hop step and another good kick. It's going to be Trojans 14, and it's going to be Akins 0. Good start.
Good start. Way to capitalize off the big penalty, and great catch. Good
Great
runs,
catch by
good
Ed.
decision making on the run by Gephardt with the
Yeah, that was about as clean a drive as you could ask for.
Mm-hmm.
So with 4:43 left in the first quarter, it's going to be Anderson 14, Akins 0, and a great start by this Trojan offense and defense, frankly.
Yeah.
All right, Zane Cook's going to be kicking off, the senior D tackle and kickoff kicking specialist.
Real quick while we're waiting on Akins to get the receiver.
They know the clock's not rolling right now.
right. If you're watching on YouTube, click that share button and share this game so that everybody can take in the glory that is Anderson Trojan High School football on a Thursday night. What else you got going on?
Agreed.
And everybody you know.
All right, here's Cook to kick. He's going to belt it down there about the same position. Akins gathers it around the 20. Trojans with good coverage. And it's going to be a bunch of Trojans down there. McMillan. Smith down there. A lot of Trojans down there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here comes the Trojan defense on for their second time this year. This game. 4:35 left in the first quarter. The wing tee. And I misspoke earlier. I said it was Jacob Bradshaw. It's actually Dylan Cagle in at quarterback for Akins, I believe. All right, he's going to turn and actually flick it. I was right the first time. My apologies. Bradshaw's the quarterback. Cagle's the running back. But Cagle also listed as a quarterback.
Oh.
And with the carry out of the running back. I guess in the wing tee, the reality is everybody's a running back and everybody's a quarterback.
Yeah. It's an interesting philosophy to go through life with.
Yes.
You are your own quarterback and running back.
That's right. And here comes different players. Bradshaw comes out of the game. Here comes A.B. Gonzalez, who is, in fact, a wide receiver defensive back. He comes in with the play. We'll see who takes the snap here, but I bet it's Cagle. Man in motion. He's going to turn. Cagle is going to give it to somebody, but Zane Cook's going to wrap him up. That's going to be Jacob Ortiz is going to be wrapped up by Zane Cook, the senior nose tackle, and it's going to set up 3rd and 7 for Akins. All right, so pretty interesting. We've seen Bradshaw in at quarterback. We've seen Cagle at quarterback. We've seen Cagle at running back.
Mm-hmm.
And seems like we have all the answers defensively.
So far, for sure.
All right, quickly to the line. Here comes Akins.
Yeah,
it looks like a little false start.
Yeah. Interesting. I know that was drawn up that way. Number 8. Who's that for Akins?
Jamal Loving.
Loving, yeah. He was loving the running back and forth. It was just an interesting, pseudo man in motion before they run.
Yeah.
It's an interesting scheme that they're using. It's
the reality is, if you're going to run the wing tee, execution's everything.
Mm-hmm.
Blocking assignments, it's all those backs are low in the backfield. It's disguise. It's hiding the ball, but you have to execute. And if you don't execute, and conversely, it forces a defense to execute, to stay in your lane. It's a big deal. So
yeah, it's almost like the trickeration.
Yeah.
The knob is turned on the entire time.
Right. All right. So it's 3rd and 7, and they're going to come out with trips to the left side, which is kind of new. He's going to look to throw. Not a lot of room. Cagle's going to sprint out, but he's got room to run. He looks like he's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah,
nice little scramble there. Soto with the tackle. They're going to mark him short, actually, and it's going to be 4th down and 3 for Akins.
Is that an arm tackle by Soto? The arms of Soto.
The arms of Soto with an arm tackle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be 4th and 3. Akins still with their offense out on the field. Looking like they're going to go for it here in the first quarter. 3:27 left, and they are going for it. Cagle at quarterback. He's going to turn and quick handoff. Trojans containing, and Trojans will get him short of the first down. Not to keep talking about stuff like this, but Cagle there was at quarterback and Jacob Bradshaw at running back. So they are
just
confusing me at every turn on purpose.
Yeah, no, it's a real like that's football is so fascinating because just when you think, all right, I think I've got a basic understanding of the game, then you get the wing tee thrown at you.
The wing tee thrown at you. Well, a good stop by the Trojans right there.
Yeah, they had that one red.
They did. So it's going to be another first down for Anderson. Gephardt still in at quarterback. He's going to fake it to Hatcher. He's going to look, scrambling around. He's got some room to run now.
Oh, my.
There goes Gephardt. Nice little fake, little Vince Young fake way beyond the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Heady play. Got another 5 yards, so it's going to be first down Trojans from the Akins 25.
Yeah, put that on the highlight reel. That was a fantastic run. Made the man miss back here in the backfield, and then just
took off down that sideline.
Yeah,
Gephardt, obviously a great athlete. We've talked about it all year. He's done a fantastic job evading pressure, and obviously it's going to be 1st and 10 Trojans from the 25-yard line. Man in motion is Wadelick. Now he gets set. They're small in motion. Gephardt looking, fakes left, evading pressure. He's going to flip it out of bounds smartly as the screen was pretty well defended by Akins.
Yeah, now that's bringing the pressure there and paid off. I don't know. It's like I don't see as many defenders deep. It looks like a vulnerability, but then when you have the pressure up there, you can't even look deep. I'm just trying to figure the whole thing out.
That's good. We'll get Stu an abacus here. Okay, here's Gephardt. He's going to fake, fly right over the middle, wide open. There he goes. Touchdown, number 3 for Ed Small, number 3. Touchdown Trojans, flare right over the middle, hits Ed Small, another touchdown, 3rd of the game. Hat trick.
Yeah, that's just on point.
Yeah, pinpoint execution.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say this. At some point, I would like, this is a selfish call, I'd like to work on the running game a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But, again, hard to argue with the offensive production. 3 series, 3 touchdowns. Zane Cook for the extra point. It is good. Trojans 21, Akins 0. So, a pretty perfect start for Anderson.
Yeah, you got to be feeling good. And, you know, that's the thing. It's like you have 3 series, 3 touchdowns, passing game looking great. And then, you know, now we can see, all right, there's some pad there if you want to try some run plays, especially against the pressure that they're bringing. Yeah.
Well, here, let me take an opportunity to thank some of our Anderson Blue and Gold sponsors. We'll start out right out of the gate with Covert Automotive. If you can't beat a Covert deal, you can't beat a Covert deal. Not now, not ever. You call Philip Robinson and Brad Elliott. You call them directly and you say, I want a Covert automobile and I want you to stand by it, and guess what? They will.
Yeah. They'll stand by it.
They will.
Not in front of it. They'll let you drive away.
No, they'll let you drive away.
Right.
Capital Pain Institute, Matt Shockett. If you've got a faulty kneecap or bursitis somewhere, call Matt Shockett. He specializes in pain, and he will help you every step of the way. Anthony and Sylvan Pools. Dave Rothwell, one of the best. All right, here's Zane Cook. Here's the kick. Punches it right down the middle. Hopping. Here comes good coverage by Soto, and Jake Labo So a good coverage by the Trojans, and it's going to set up 1st and 10 for Akins, about the same place they've started all game, but it's about their own 27. Prosperity Roofing, Hunter Malloy's outfit, great roofing. Got hail damage, call Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Mo, big fighting Texas Longhorn, loves the horns. Coach Mo, best gym in Austin, best trainer in Austin, Coach Mo. Legacy Turf, you may as well call Eddie Joseph and ask for that wheels discount, as his son Jet Joseph is going to be in at corner. All right, here are the Trojans defensively. It's going to be a quick give, and he's going to pick up about 3, and that's Dylan Cagle, the sometimes quarterback, sometimes running back.
Right.
Bradshaw back in at quarterback, getting the plays. Total Home Technologies, Shane Flores, who's in the booth above us, kind of as a spectator, but a Pop Warner dad. Pello Windows and Doors, Anthony Marino, a good friend of the program. Tony C's Pizza, Discount Fence with Rocky Rodriguez. Southside Bank, Central National Bank, La Aesthetics, Golf Infinity, Capital TI Group.
You may need a mulligan on that one.
Yeah, I do. All right, here we go. Little inside give to Cagle. Cagle's got a little room to work, had a little hole, but Calvin Ballinger said, you're not going to get a lot there, and he didn't give him too much. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for Akins. Minute 37 left in the first quarter. Anderson 21, Akins 0. Postnet, Slab, Levity, Freitag Florist. I went into Freitag Florist the other day. I didn't see Chad Freitag,
No.
and I wondered why. It was homecoming. Maybe get in there and start handing out flowers on that day. But anyway.
Maybe he's making deliveries.
I got a beautiful, it's called a nose. It's for my son's date. Okay, 3rd down. They're going to turn. A little confusion in the backfield. Trojans stinging out, and it's going to be a big hit right there by Gage Webb. It's going to set it on 4th down for Akins, and we'll see if they punt for the first time. And here comes the punting unit. So a good defensive stop there on those 3 runs by Anderson. Here come the Trojans punt coverage team onto the field.
Curious if their punt team goes as slow as the as the tip, not using near as much play clock, different setup.
Correct. All right. Here are the Trojans. See if they bring pressure. High snap. Oh, almost blocked, but a pretty good punt right there, and a fair catch called by Small right there. So a nice punt, but a good stop by that Trojan defense. Kinfield Golf Carts, Cleanscapes, Trey Webb. If you've got, a medium-sized suburban office building, want some flora and fauna, call Trey Webb.
Maybe one of those nose things you were talking about.
Okay, thank you. Nosegate, something Nosegate. That's what we got. It's the flower. You do the mums out of tradition.
Right.
I don't think they wear them. Okay, here's Gephardt. Rolling right. Evades pressure, it's going to be still about a yard loss there. So good containment by Akins there.
Probably on us, probably trying to figure out this whole nosegate thing too. He's probably listening in.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, the offensive coaches for Anderson. That'll do it for the end of the first quarter. Trojans are going to be up 21-0 on Akins. I think we get back to the nosegate. I can't remember what you're not supposed to get, like it's out. You don't get a boutonniere. No, what's the thing you put on your wrist?
Corsage.
Yeah, those are out.
Yeah,
wrist
corsage is out.
No wrist. You get them a nosegate that's the flowers they hold. Okay, you're a father of daughters. So
yes.
Keep this in mind.
Okay.
If some dude rolls up to the door with a wrist corsage, tell him to pound sand and hit the brakes.
I'll let him in the front door and show him the back.
Don't you come in here without a nosegate.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Nope, and I didn't either until last week. Okay, I was told by multiple people.
Is it called a nosegate? So when you smell it, that it does.
No idea. It does kind of offend me. I'll be honest with you.
The name.
The name.
Yeah.
It's just horrible.
For something beautiful like a bouquet of flowers.
Correct. You're welcome, Chad Freitag at Freitag Florist, for this flower discussion.
Maybe.
It's the longest one of my life, I can assure you.
Yeah, maybe. Well, unless we're talking about baked goods, right?
Agreed. I'll go baked goods all day.
Yeah.
All right. Trojans will set up shop here. Second down and 12 to start this second quarter. Up 21-0 over Akins. And here's Wade in motion. Gephardt in the shotgun. Now Hatcher in motion. Hatcher will get the give. Evades a tackler and gets about 4 yards. It's going to set up a 3rd and 8 for Anderson. Hatcher's gotten a lot of look all year at the running back. Slot receiver has done a fabulous job as a sophomore. A lot of sophomores out there for Anderson, especially on defense.
Yeah. Looking like they are going to try a little run.
Yes, I like it. All right, Dom Mays in the backfield with Gephardt. Gephardt's got the play in. 2 Anderson receivers shift over to the right side. Now Zayden Sharp in motion. They're going to give it to Sharp. Sharp's looking, reading his blocks, got some room, got a lot of speed. Boy, that is a wonderful run by Zayden, known as a really fast guy, but he really looked great vision there. But I believe a flag down. A lot of whistles there. They're going to call a hold on Anderson, which is going to negate that nice run by Zayden. It's going to probably set up, it looks like, a 3rd and 10 for Anderson.
It gets tricky when they start on one side, run all the way to the other when it comes to the, you're turning around trying to get your blocks. Not holding is, I don't know, it's not impossible, but.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've just been informed it's not a nose gate.
Oh,
it's
good.
a nosegay, and it's like an old term.
I don't know if that's
I don't know either.
interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I am a little off.
So it's okay.
Yeah,
so it's old school.
It's old school from a long time
like
ago.
one word, like nose.
Yes,
like
one word.
Like nosegay or something like that. Like it's French.
Maybe French.
Yeah.
Maybe French.
I took half a semester of French in high
Agreed.
school, so I don't know what that is.
I'm clueless. Clueless. But again, I believe I've educated the masses here tonight.
The mass of this side of the booth you have.
Well, really, it's more about
For sure.
letting people know what's cool, what you should do.
Yeah, and then nosegay.
Yeah, you've got to go with it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are out.
Not to be confused with the Nazgul
Correct.
from Lord of the Rings, which is an evil winged
again,
beast.
We're back to the moon.
Right.
I have no idea. But I do know it's 3rd and 10 for the Trojans, and I don't know what the hang-up is. But it is 3rd and 10 for the Trojans as we huddle back up. 11:06 left in the second quarter.
They're replacement.
I think
of the ball?
it's placement of the. Well, no, it looks like they called something else. But let's see what the official.
Risk or size? Maybe.
I think they were talking. I think they were talking about where the holding actually occurred, and it's 10 yards from there. Yeah, okay. So they said it was an illegal shift. 2 fouls on Anderson there, illegal shift and the holding. They enforced the holding, and it was where the spot is. I promise you the guy spotted it at the 50. Evidently we didn't get that. It's going to be 3rd and 14 for Anderson. Here's Gephardt. He's going to throw it. Pressure coming. Wide open. Ben Hatcher straight up the middle. Great speed. Great moves. Still going all the way down to the Akins 17-yard line. That's the play they tried earlier. Because Akins brought pressure, Ben Hatcher's wide open. First down, Anderson. What a big gain there on 3rd and 14.
And it's impressive to go, run heavy to start that series, and then after the delay, penalty, everything, and then just be able to execute on the pass play like that and gain all those yards.
Absolutely. Here's Gephardt. He's going to fake it and keep it himself. Got room to run. Good block outside by Zayden Sharp. He's going to be all the way down near the first down, but a great run by Gephardt.
Yeah, slipped on that play. I was thinking he's going to walk into that end zone with that cut, but slipped there on the turf.
Nice run. Turf Monster jumped up and bit Brady, but a nice play by our senior quarterback who's been an effective threat all year running the ball. All right, here's Gephardt. It's going to be first and goal for the Trojans. Gephardt surveying the field. Takes a snap, looking, throwing. Touchdown, Trojans. Big patience for the Trojans there.
Great.
That Wadelick. I think Wadelick caught him one.
Yeah, that was...
Wadelick was running across the back of the end zone just going, don't throw it, Dad. Don't throw it, Dad. And he didn't. So Wadelick gets himself a touchdown, and it's going to be 27-0 Trojans pending this extra point. Zane Cook.
Yeah, just the precision on that throw, too.
Yeah.
So impressive.
Great blocking by that Trojan offensive line. And Gephardt trusting that continued blocking.
Mm-hmm.
So a nice job by that Trojan offensive line. All right, here's Zane. Chips it. And it is good. Zane Cook, unbelievable. Good again.
Mm-hmm.
Has been a really bright spot in the kicking department. Kind of had to fill in for duty and has served the Trojans well all year.
Oh, yeah. Get that guy, Nas Gay.
Get him. Well,
or whatever.
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
Whomever.
I think they still give. What do they give the guys for their lapel?
Is that not a boutonniere?
A boutonniere, yeah. That's what I messed up earlier. I think you could get him a boutonniere.
Yeah.
As long as he gets her the nosegay.
Okay.
But you can't get the corsage.
No. Not even.
I want to see the numbers for the corsage now.
Big corsage is probably panicking right now.
Yeah, big corsage. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's their tactics over the years.
Yeah, you've got to
the strappy wrist.
Yeah,
that whole market
marks,
is it's awful.
Yeah.
All right, here's Zane. Kickoff from his 40. Trojans up 28-0 over Akins. Big high kick. Down around the 5. Oh boy, he hit the ground. Turf Monster kind of down there around the same yardage as Brady's Turf Monster.
Yeah,
they need some more infill down there.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say on some of this turf, as the temperatures drop a little more dramatically at the end of the day, when it gets, is there some condensation that builds up? Perhaps?
There could be.
That's the same spot, same area.
Same area. Well, here it is, 1st and 10. Akins from their own 7-yard line. 9:41 left in the second quarter. Trojans' defense has been stout. Their offense has been lethal. It's been a great start to this game as Jacob Bradshaw, 7th grade wonder, back in the game. We'll see if he'll be at running back here, wing back. They're going to turn and quick give straight up the middle. Not a lot of room. He's going to pick up about 3 yards there. Lopez on the carry, and he's brought down by a lot of Trojans. That Trojan defensive line, obviously, a lot of D linemen in there. We're matching the formation of Akins, and a lot of D linemen in the game right now. Zane Cook in there.
Yeah, the wing T, this whole wing T thing, it does kind of force the defense to. It seems like a more smash mouth.
Yes.
Style of football. It's kind of fun to watch.
It is fun. You gotta track the ball, but you gotta stay at home. All right, it's gonna be a quick handoff. No room over there at all. Oh boy, that should be a flag. It looked like that guy just punched Soto in the face. Calvin Ballinger with a good tackle there. You'll watch a replay. I swear that guy took it through a haymaker and no call. Offensive lineman for Akins. But it's going to be 3rd and 7 for Akins. Akins obviously showing a little early frustration. The Trojan defense has been stout and impressive. All right, it's going to be 3rd and 7 for Akins. Deep in their own territory. Still in the wing T.
Looked like a
Turn.
offside.
He's going to run. Gage Webb almost wraps him up, but a great play by Jed Joseph. Wonderful open field tackle. Jed Joseph, the senior. Actually, that's Alan Sue, the dude, and I cannot believe I've messed it up. He's never going to forgive me. Alan, forgive me. Great tackle there, the sophomore Alan Sue at safety. Great open field tackle on Dylan Cagle. It's going to be 4th down. Akins forced to punt. Again, Sue with the tackle. I gave it to Jed Joseph. I apologize. All right. Here's Akins. Still rotating guys in. 7:23 left. Trojans up 28-0 over Akins. Still in the first half. Oh, snap over the center. It's going to be a safety. Sometimes that happens deep in your own territory. Trojans were bringing pressure, but a wild snap over the head of the punter, Jose Nunez, and it is a safety, and it's going to make the first half score 30-0 Anderson.
I would not have had that pegged as the score at this point.
No, you don't have that on the board for sure.
Yeah. No, maybe, I don't know. Just to talk about something I said earlier and make it sound like I know what I'm talking about a little more.
There you go.
The snaps. The snaps.
It matters.
Yeah. The law of that, eventually they come back to bite you if they're not
Crisp.
Crisp and on
Crisp
point.
like those tasty waves you were talking about earlier.
Like the perfect potato chip.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
It's underrated.
Yeah. That potato chip had dip on it, was dropped.
It's perfect.
All into the back of the end zone.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Trojans obviously going to receive the ball here on this safety by Akins. Akins huddling like the clock is rolling. Special teams coach really getting after it, seeing what they're going to do. It's interesting to see whether or not they're going to punt or whether they'll kick it off the tee. They did have a good punt earlier. I suspect they would punt this. Let's see what he does. Obviously, because I said that, he's going to put the tee down and kick it.
Yeah.
So, great analysis here by yours truly. All right, Nunez, he's going to kick here. He started out with a little pooch. What did we call it? A little chip. We'll see what Anderson does. Zayden Sharp deep. Here's Nunez. He's going to pooch it over there. Wadelick's under. Wadelick will return it. Wadelick looking to run. Got a little room up the middle. Breaks a tackle. He's going to have the ball up around they're still fighting, but he's going to have it all the way down to the 41-yard line of Akins. So a nice return by Wadelick. Wadelick, obviously a great athlete with a lot of speed.
Yeah.
Good blocks there by Saldivar Smith. So a good field position for Anderson. Anderson has been perfect offensively every drive, resulting in a touchdown.
Yeah, I would
guess we're going to hit another one.
Yeah, and I would guess maybe emphasize the run more.
Yeah.
Here.
There's Gephardt.
Maybe
going to flank it outside. Good run after catch by Tristan. Flag way late. There was a lot of chippiness. There's midfield. 73 for Akins in an altercation. Laying on top of Sloan Keller, the Anderson offensive lineman. Now, I don't want to say it was 73, Chris Howard, who threw the haymaker, the big sophomore for Akins, but it may not have been.
Yeah,
double negative.
Right.
We'll see what the call is. They're going to do the old officiating tap out there, which is you call them on both of them.
Right.
But he was laying on there for quite some time.
Well,
but if they're dead ball, why are they replaying the down is my question.
That's a good question.
But I guess they were, personal fouls during the play, but very peculiar that they would force us to replay the down.
I wonder if riding time comes into that call there. It's a wrestling thing, right?
I have no idea.
Okay.
All right, here's Gephardt. He's going to give it to Dayton Williams. Dayton Williams rumbling for about a 8-yard gain. So net, we end up basically in the same place.
Yeah.
It's going to be second and 3. Sorry.
No. I was just it already seems to be getting a little chippy.
Yeah.
And to me,
well, it's frustration too.
Sure, right? If you want to punish a team for getting chippy this early, giving it to Dayton over and over again and saying good luck stopping this
right.
is a good way to.
And there he is, shifty, and then those making him break tackles.
Yeah.
Nice run by Dayton.
He really is just like. You just pound on. You use him and you just pound on Akins.
Yeah. And last week we saw against Butte Johnson, Dayton having his best game thus far, 70 yards on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
More of the same tonight. A nice run, 2 runs by Dayton. Here's Gephardt, going to give to Dayton again, looking for room. Pretty good containment.
Yeah.
There's going to be a flag on Zayden Sharp as Dayton kept looking, and ran outside. 2 flags down on it.
They're going to call a block in the back?
I think they are, but they're going to call holding. We'll see what. I think they'll just stick with the holding.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't like if it was block in the back, it wasn't egregious. It was
no.
The guy, I don't.
Plus, it wasn't. They do it. We've seen one this year. A horrific blindside block that on Rouse that obviously got called, and these receivers are taught and they do a good job of you cannot blindside block, and Zayden did not there, but a flag was thrown. And they're going to get holding on the Trojans' offensive line. All right, give straight up the middle to Dayton. He's going to get about 6, maybe 4, and it's going to be second and 17 for Anderson. From the Akins 34-yard line, here's Gephardt. Looking deep. Zayden Sharp, touchdown Trojans. No, he dropped the ball. What a good pass by Gephardt there.
Yeah.
Sharp with that great speed. Thought he was under it. I couldn't see a thing, and I called it a touchdown expecting it. But pretty good route there. Great pass. It's going to be 3rd and 17 for the Trojans from the Akins 34-yard line. 4:45 left in the second quarter. Trojans up 30-0. 4-down territory, it looks like. Here's Gephardt's got the play. Hatcher in motion, fakes to Hatcher, looking back at Hatcher, scrambling, motioning his receivers. It's going to be wrangled. Oh, they're going to get him. He's going to get him with the horse collar.
Yeah.
Yep. So Trojans will get a first down here on the scramble by Gephardt and the horse collar by Akins. Good containment by Akins. You just got to be careful grabbing those guys up around the shoulder pads.
Yeah. And a guy like Gephardt, he makes it tough anyway. You're going to be chasing him down most of the time anyway.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was flopping.
Oh, no. Of all the
Brad Gephardt's a flopper, not Brady.
No, Brady is a
tough runner.
Tough runner.
All year.
Smart runner. Capable of many things. I don't know that he's even capable of flopping, though.
No, he's not.
If he tried, he'd still gain 3 yards.
Correct.
Forward.
Correct. All right, 1st and 10 Trojans from the Akins 19. 4:29 left in the second quarter. Here's Gephardt out of the shotgun. Trips left Trojans. Gephardt looking, firing right over the middle. Got Zayden Sharp. It's going to be a nice gain for the Trojans. Still fighting. Good job, Zayden, right there. Good hands. Going to be a first down, Trojans. Those pileups where it gets chippy.
Yeah, it is. It's the little extra. What do you call it? English at the end.
You bet. Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 1. I miscalled it. I thought the spot was right there at the first down, but it's going to be 2nd and 1 from the 10-yard line of Akins. Trojans looking to punch it in again. Here's Gephardt. Takes the snap. He's going to give to Dayton Williams. Dayton moving through that pile, moving the pile. First down Trojans, going to be down there on the 5-yard line of Akins. First down Trojans.
It was a good, solid run. Dayton Williams, man,
he's a good back.
Yeah, he is.
Good kid, very good kid. A lot of these Trojans, good kids. All right, 3:40 left in the half. Gephardt getting the play in. First and goal. Trojan, I love it when Gephardt looks over there and he's like, get the play to me.
Yeah.
All right, Gephardt, he's going to flip it over there. Ed Small, touchdown, number 4, Quattro. Number 4, Ed Small, that easy. Perfect pass, back shoulder catch, hands up. These good receivers, you watch them, they wait when the ball's there, throw their hands up. The defender's got the back turned to the quarterback. Great pitch and catch.
Yeah. It looks like the passes, it just seems like they're there anytime they want them.
Yeah, they are.
So it would seem that the run and everything else will be deliberate from here on out, like what they're really wanting to.
Zane Cook's good. Mr. Automatica. Zane Cook. 37 Trojans. Eagles 0. So a wonderful start. Trojan offense has been perfect. Trojan defense has been perfect. Pitching a shutout here tonight from Burger Stadium in South Austin.
Yeah. It's all Trojans. But just, I mean, it's not just, they are the better team, as the scoreboard would indicate, at least thus far, right?
Correct. And doing the things you should do if you're the better team.
That's what I was going to say. They
Absolutely.
They're not just allowing their reputation or record to
Correct.
precede them. They are executing.
I think that would be up to this point, and all the coaches, I'm sure, will pound them at halftime to keep executing. I think that's a perfect way to put it. Whatever you worked on this week, execute it, and they have. All right, here's Zane to kick off. Nice kick. Akins going to field it down there around the 24. Good play there. You got a lot of Trojans down there. You got a Hodges Smith all over them. Alan Sue was in there. McMillan was watching, wandering around. River Anderson, all sophomores, by the way. So a good coverage by the Trojans there.
Yeah.
All right. Here comes the Trojan defense on. 3:09 left. Trojans up 37-0 over Akins. And a good start for this Trojan defense. Little backside give. Got a little room to work with. Still going. So a nice little gain for Akins there.
Yeah. Quality run. I would call that quality.
Right. Nice run. Going to pick up 4 before River Anderson finally gets him down to the ground. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for Anderson.
Yeah, this style of play, though, it does make the game feel like it's moving slower, but this is
lightning.
Yes, we're not even an hour into this thing. We're almost to halftime.
Yeah, Bradshaw trying to get his backfield, trying to get A.B. Gonzalez. They're going to call timeout here. A little confusion by Akins. Going to try to figure out what to do here with 2:18 left in the half. It's 37-0. Trojans over Akins.
And you can hear in the background the band warming up for halftime.
Yes. Yes, and we'll have here in this halftime, we're going to open with the Trojan Band. We'll have Trojan Band sponsors. Trojan Band we will feature, as we always do, the entirety of the Trojan band performance. And then when the Akins band comes out, we'll talk a little bit about this first half. You have interviews queued up?
We've got them.
Yes. We'll hear from some of your Anderson Trojan stars at halftime. But here's Akins, 2nd down and 6. A inside give to number 11. He's got room to go. It's going to be the first down, but they're going to have a big hold there. Massive hold over there. This is going to negate this.
Looks like they were at the dance.
Yeah.
Like at home.
Little shirt grabbing.
It's like waltzing.
Yeah. So that's going to negate the first down for Akins. The give to Dylan Cagle. Had a little room to work with, but obviously because of that, multiple holds it look like from here. All right. It's going to be 2nd and 16, 2:06 left in the second quarter. Here's Akins in the wing tee. He's going to give it again, same play, not a lot of room to work with. The whole Trojan defense looking like they were right there. It's going to be 3rd and a bunch. Akins not a passing team. It's going to be interesting to see what they dial up here as the half is winding down. Obviously, the Trojans in a tight game would be calling timeout. They're probably not here.
No.
Up 37-0. I think everybody's content to let the clock roll as long as they can. 37-0. Trojans.
You got to think they got to try deep here if they have.
Yeah, you got to. When they've tried it once, Zach Poe intercepted. Here is Akins to the line. They are going to throw. Looking, he is throwing deep, and it's going to be out of bounds. And it's going to be 4th down. Akins, they're going to send the punt unit in.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, even with an interception deep, it's effectively a punt, right?
Exactly.
Like we talked about before. But.
And if somehow, but good coverage by the Trojans, not fooled at all. You're going to have Ed Small deep to return this punt. Yeah, Jose Nunez has punted well. Obviously, there was a bad snap last time. We'll see if the Trojans bring pressure here with 58 seconds left. And they do bring pressure. Oh, my goodness, almost blocked there. Ed Small is going to gather it right there around the 46, 47-yard line of Akins, and it's going to be 1st and 10 with 51 seconds. It'll be interesting. Do the Trojans try to punch one more in? It feels like they could.
Yeah, and it's almost you see. Maybe I read too much into this, but you see a little bit of the chippiness, and sometimes it's like, let's send a message.
Sure.
But also, maybe there's that, but maybe there's also just like we need to continue to execute.
Absolutely. I think a lot of times people get mad when teams keep scoring, and at some point, obviously, it's over the top, but it's still the first half, and you still have a lot of district play in front of you. All right, here's Dom Mays. Good speed. He's going to have a 1st down. He's going to be rolled over there around the 1st down, and they're going to stop the clock with 44 seconds left on the 1st down. Clock will roll when the ball gets set and the chains are moved, but Trojans are going to hurry up to the line. Obviously, with all their timeouts, you could see if they want to score, they probably should start using them. Now down to 30 seconds. Small in motion. Gephardt still reading the play card. Wadlick in motion. They're going to give it to Wadlick. He's got room to run on the right side. Go, Wadlick, go. All the way down to the 13 of Akins. It's going to be 1st and 10 Trojans from the, I believe, the 14 of Akins. Clock is stopped. 17 seconds left.
So was the play card reading legit, or was that part of the misdirection?
No, I think that was legit. But the clock does start. I don't know why, and I don't know why You might as well call timeout, but we're not going to. 6 seconds left. We get the playoff. We're going to throw it over the middle. It's going to be just wide, and that's going to be the end of the half. Trojans content to go to the half with a 37-0 lead over Akins when presumably everything went right for Anderson in the first half.
Yeah, that final drive. I mean, the only reason they didn't score is because they didn't.
They just let the clock go. I mean, it's kind of a hybrid of what do you want to do here, and let's just do our offense, but without the urgency of time management.
Right. Yeah. You got to look. Each one of these opportunities presents a time, because there is a lot more season left, and then, like we've talked about before, you've got a lot of sophomores in.
Yes, you do.
It's just another teachable moment in football, like game time football. So there's no such thing as garbage time.
Correct.
There's no such thing as none of that. Right. It's just another chance to teach and execute and all that good stuff.
Correct.
And just play football.
Play football. All right. Here comes the Trojan Band and bells, the world famous bells. Let's get through these Anderson Band sponsors. We can't thank them enough. Blue Dragon Plumbing, the Lowy Law Firm, Adam Lowy, Mr. Gaddy's and their famous ranch, Julie Wadelick with Nest Properties, Camelot Roofing, Pokey Joe's Barbecue, Risinger Build, Illuminaire Audiology, Postnet, Meredith Alderson and Claire Moore, realtors with the Heyday Group at Compass, Buttons Fam LLC and Slab Barbecue, Austin Telco Federal Credit Union, Austin Emergency Center, and Austin Orthodontics, Seth R. Briggs, DDS. Those are your Anderson, the Anderson Band sponsors have increased over the season, which is impressive.
It is impressive, but not surprising.
Not surprising at all.
This the band puts in a lot of work each week. We obviously we think about football practice and stuff, but the band, 2-a-days during the summer,
2-a-days in
maybe
the summer,
more, and working music, working routines, all of it. Right, it's all got to fit together.
Coordination with the bells, all of it.
Yeah, it's a lot going on that field when the band comes out.
It's hard to beat the pageantry of high school football with the band, with the bells, and with cheer.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll give it a minute as we set up, the band set up.
If you had to play a band instrument, what would it be?
I would be, it's a great question because I'm kind of a shock value guy. I would like to be I cannot stand Ohio State. Apologies, Allison Small. But I would like to be a tuba player in the Ohio State marching band
and
dot the I.
Grab that
That's what
sousaphone
I'd
and
love
do the
to
whole
do.
thing.
Have you ever seen them do Script Ohio, which obviously ends in them dotting the I? It is fabulous. And that whole series of music is fabulous. That is a great thing to witness. And that's, again, you have high school football, you have college football, the pageantry of both those sports with the band, with cheer. Hate to say it, it's better than the NFL. It just is.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no marching bands in the NFL.
No, it's just dead and I mean, it's great football, don't get me wrong, but
yes,
it is antiseptic.
Yes.
I mean, it's you go to a game and they go to a TV timeout and it's some music blaring. Okay, never mind. Here are the bells and the Anderson Band. Enjoy it. We'll see you right after the performance.
Trojan Bells Dance Team and Trojan Band. The Trojan Bells are under the direction of Mrs. Kayla Orton and Miss Sierra Birmingham. The bell officers are Junior Lieutenant Lauren Hanley, Junior Lieutenant Riley Lynch, Junior Lieutenant Avery Taylor, Senior Lieutenant Aaron Williams, and Captain Maisie Brooks. The social officers are Kristen Dorsey, Ashley Ferens, Bridget Kinsey, Megan Summernorth, and Rossa Vardes. The bell of the week is Lily McReynolds, and officer choice is Caroline Tompkins. Tonight the Bells will be performing an entertaining field skirt to Everything We Touch. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Trojan Bells. The Trojan Bells would like to thank the following businesses for their diamond level sponsorship: Austin Telco Federal Credit Union, Quattro Benefits, D&T Construction, and Kennan Property Group. To continue your halftime entertainment, please welcome Anderson's oldest and proudest tradition, the pride of Northwest Austin, your 2023 Trojan Marching Band. Drum majors for the Trojan Band are Laura Margot and Sophia Sierra. The band president is Zoe Hills. And the Vice President is Karis Freer. The Trojan Band Marchers of the Week are Luis Alvarez, Rachel Grzetich, Zeev Siddell, and Abigail Glazer. The Anderson Band and Bells would like to wish the Akins Band and performers good luck this marching season. Tonight, with the Trojan Band, will perform a portion of their 2023 production, Are You the One? Ladies and gentlemen, the Trojan Band. Guard directors are Chad Wood and Kinsey Hewitt. Print ensemble instructors are Clayton Strout and Ashley Ridenour. Directors of the Anderson Band are Cheryl Lee, Frank Nedley, and Jeff Cleveland. The Trojan Band would like to thank the Anderson community for their generosity during our 30th Flamingoing fundraiser. We would also like to thank the following business for their sponsorship: Blue Dragon Plumbing, the Lowy Law Firm, Mr. Getty's Pizza, Julie Wadlick with Nest Properties, Camelot Roofing, Pokey Joe's Barbecue, Reisinger Bill, Illuminator Audiology, Postnet, Meredith Alderson and Claire Moore, Realtors with the Heyday Group at Compass, Button Spam LLC, Slab Barbecue, Austin Telco Federal Credit Union, Austin Emergency Center, and Dr. Seth Briggs with Austin Orthodontics. Thank you for your support, and go Trojans!
Well, another great performance by the Anderson Band at the Anderson Bells. It's always good when the band... I'm glad whenever the tradition started of allowing the band to not have to wear full uniform in this Texas heat.
Yeah.
Now the weather's turned just enough to where these night games are bearable. Full uniforms, a wonderful performance again by the Trojan Band.
Yeah, it keeps that dry cleaning bill.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. So a good first half for Anderson, 37-0. About 12 minutes till the second half kick. But seemingly everything going right for the Trojans. But as Stu said earlier, that's what we want. When you're a heavy favorite to come out and execute. And boy, did the Trojans execute, both offensively, defensively, and on special teams.
Yeah, all the way around. It's almost, what do they do second half now? So what's the focus? What's the what to keep your head in the game?
Yeah, no mental letdowns.
No, and you cannot allow any of the chippiness that we saw in the first half. It was just there, right? I don't think it was anything too egregious on either side yet, but you can't allow that to something in this game that's well in hand
to spill over
and affect you next week or coming
absolutely
weeks.
Anything moving forward.
Yeah.
Well, who do we have interview?
Oh, who do you want? Who have we not listened? I'm trying to think who we.
We've gotten all those guys.
Everybody? What about Tomas?
I think we did Tomas.
Did we?
I don't know that we've done Soto.
Let's do Soto.
All right. Jesus Soto, the senior linebacker. We interviewed him preseason. Another great Anderson kid. Here he comes.
My name's Jesus Antonio Soto. I'm a linebacker. I'm a senior. I don't know what to say.
That's a great answer.
That's good.
That's a good first answer. All right, Soto. So this is your last year at Anderson. You started last year. You played some the year before. Who are some of the young guys, new things on defense you're looking forward to, and then talk about the Anderson defense moving forward this year?
I mean, we have a lot of sophomores coming up and juniors coming up. So right now our D-line, we have Jack Middleton, who switched over from offense. We have a sophomore named Calvin, who are both ends, really big. And then we have Zane Cook as our nose. So our D-line looks pretty solid. And our whole defensive formation is there's not really anything that could get by us. So it looks pretty solid to me, especially with how we're running with all these young guys. Everyone's really stepping up to the plate. No one's falling behind.
That's great. How about having Coach Holcomb for a second year?
I mean, it's great. My first year, obviously, it was hard because it was my first real season starting with other 3-year varsity players. So coming back and having him again is kind of everything's coming back a lot quicker, and teaching the younger guys. It's like an honor, I guess, to have him back again.
For sure. Well, and how do you feel like we had Ivy last year, Ivy Webb. You played alongside him. You have Gage Webb this year. There's some differences, obviously, in both those guys, but how good is it to know that you're a senior coming in and you have the continuity of playing last year, and you can pass that on to those younger guys?
It feels good. Obviously, playing with Ivy was pretty nervous because it's Ivy Webb, and then having his brother. Obviously, we're more connected, I guess, because we had more time playing this off season and training together.
Right.
And like our second strings aren't even like looking like second strings; they're like more like first strings. So I feel like if one of us needs a break, we don't have to worry about can they step up, because everyone's really doing really good.
That's good.
Pro or college player that you look at whose game you want to emulate, or you look at and you're like, that's the guy?
Oh, I mean, Michael Parsons. I'm a Cowboys fan. I watch him every time he's down on the line or blitzing, and I just like the way he's like relentless. Every play even when he's gassed, you don't really notice it until after or until they pull him out. So Michael Parsons, and he's my guy.
You bet.
Favorite lift in the weight room?
Oh, I'd probably say power clean, because it was the first real one I got into, and it's the first one that I got to go heavy.
That's good.
All right. It's a light answer to a heavy question.
Golly. Wow. Really good.
The coffee's kicking in.
It's unbelievable.
All right.
Dad Jokes 101. Stu. Spectacular.
Oh, sorry.
Is it painful hearing it a month later? Wincing? You still stand by it? How do you feel?
Knowing more now, I might have gone a different direction.
Okay. There you go.
That I think it's one of the, having to listen to your material later on can sometimes.
Absolutely.
But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Live in the
Stand by
moment.
it.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
You took a shot.
Yeah.
Kind of a dream shot on an early dad joke with Soto.
Yeah.
We'll let the audience decide if it connected.
Yeah. No, that's the final judge.
That's the final judge.
How does it?
Are we going to get another like on the YouTube?
I hope so. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up.
Stu says we're up to 3 likes.
4 now.
Who did we beat? Let's be very honest about that.
Uh-huh.
Who did we beat the other night in head-to-head competition for views?
It was Bowie.
In your face, Bowie.
We crushed them.
Thank you,
you can
Trojan Nation.
You can go back on you. It's not something I'm just making. You go back and look on YouTube.
Go to the stats.
Yeah, go to
stats.
the stats.
Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
Your Anderson Trojan broadcast beat Bowie head-to-head on the Vype network. So we appreciate it as Trojans down there warming up, the Akins band winding down their performance. 6:30 left before the second half kick. We'd like to see a lot more of the same execution by the Trojans in the second half. Hopefully be as good, if not better, than the first half, which was excellent to begin with.
Yeah, and then, it's shades of game number 1 against McCallum, right?
Yeah, for sure.
How long do we see the ones out there? Maybe 1 or 2 series?
Yes, and they already, a lot of position groups have gotten in there. Not all, but a lot have, mixing guys in there. So it would be good to see different looks and mixing guys in different. I mean, you still have some season to play here, and it's important to get some of these guys in here and get them a lot of meaningful reps here in the second half.
Well, yeah, and the chemistry side of it. When at this point you are more likely to see injuries, and the other things that happen with high school athletes, whether it's a grades issue or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to need to have those guys ready and to be able to fit right in with the starting group.
For sure.
So that's real valuable as well.
For sure. Well, it'll be it's obviously exciting anytime you can dominate your opponent in high school football. And again, it looks like the Trojan defense was ready for that wing tee. I'm not going to say bring on Liberty Hill, but maintaining your defensive integrity, staying in your gaps, all of that Trojans performed pretty well, except for the holding that would have resulted in the first down for Akins. Obviously called back and I don't believe we've allowed a first down all game, which
think
is
so.
very impressive.
Yeah.
Maldy's got to be happy about this.
Yeah, it's no matter who your opponent is, if you shutouts are rare, right?
Shutouts are rare.
So
It's Trojan coaching staff slipping back into this burger field, perched right above our lush, plush accommodations. I will say this: at least there's AC this year.
absolutely. Whoever invented AC,
Huh.
I think Mr. Carrier.
How could you? How could you live in this state in the 1800s?
I don't know. Hardier folk.
Totally hardier folk.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat in the summer. I mean, I'd lay in the shade. It'd be horrible.
Yeah. Even the shade, though. I mean,
I agree.
Right.
It's
Maybe
just stale and horrible.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank God for AC.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It really is. It's
Great.
been one of the great indoor summers of our time.
Yeah.
City of Austin Utilities, thank you very little. Sky High Bills.
Yeah.
I don't know why we can't get, I'll just bring it up. Sorry, City of Austin Utilities. Why do they have a monopoly on utility where if you live in Houston or Dallas, you can pick?
Yeah.
It's called America.
Yeah, no, it's great, too. And then you have
Is it an
companies.
infrastructure deal? I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly, maybe there's more the utility companies overlap in too many different municipalities or territories
I don't know.
in the
It's horrifying.
in Houston area.
It's horrifying.
I don't know. Yeah, we have. There's companies that pop up just to get you the best deal.
I'd love it.
One
I
called
love competition.
Not a sponsor, but it's called Energy Ogre, and all they do is they're like, we're going to find you the best deal
That's
month
awesome.
to month, and that's
Love
what they
it.
do. So,
Little thing I like to call America.
yeah. No, that would
Ever
be.
heard of it, Austin? Okay, I'm kidding. Anyway, but it's been a rough summer,
Yeah.
and it hasn't gone away.
Mm-mm.
But luckily, these evenings have been pleasant.
Yeah.
Taco Shack Bowl was on fire, so were the Trojans in that big rivalry throttling of McCallum. 2 minutes left until the end of the half. Akins band, I said they were winding down. They're coming back for a second act.
Oh, touche.
Yes.
Uniform's looking sharp, though.
They are, and I wonder what's the deal with the blue?
I don't know, but I will say consistency with the whole Akins brand, using every ounce of the clock. Look at
Every ounce of the clock.
yeah.
Even on the special teams where there is no clock on a
Yeah.
kickoff.
Band right there with them, just using every.
That's exactly
every little-
right.
Just
I guess to be
Nugget.
fair, or I swear, I think Akins colors are black and gold, but it appears that their giant eagle run through is that navy.
it looks like a navy to me.
So I may be completely off base here, and we've got navy. It is navy. So one of the Akins coaches comes by. It is
Yes.
navy. Apologies out there.
No.
Navy and gold.
Which are, those are good colors.
Very good colors.
Yeah,
Mixed
those are-
together, it's a very nice palette.
Yeah. Regal.
Very regal. I prefer the Trojan blue.
Yes. A true blue.
A
Is that-
true blue. I would go. It's not really royal. It's more of a true blue.
Yeah, just a true blue. Just the B in the biv,
Be in the biv. Okay. All right, here we go. Trojans up 37-0. 14 seconds left until we should have had a kick.
They could still
Akins
have-
band. Yeah, they're just
There's still
not
a
happening.
chance.
There's not. There's a lot of equipment to wheel off that field.
Yeah, let's see how fast they move.
They're moving.
Yeah.
They're moving.
I've seen some half times that end with football players warming up around the band,
Absolutely.
throwing passes over band
Well,
members.
and one of the great traditions of
We've got scaffolding.
high school, I know, of high school football in the state of Texas is both bands perform.
Mhm.
Okay, this is a little idea I have. which may not work. My idea, because again, it's the longest halftime, I believe, in all of football, is a high school.
Yeah.
Here's my idea. You ready for it?
Ready.
Teams warm up. The opposing team goes on the field pregame when the team's in the locker room, does their performance.
Yeah.
The home team does a halftime performance, and they can have a more of an extended one.
I like that.
Now, that's a challenge,
No.
but I think that would allow both teams to feature their band and their performances as one, where you don't have somebody kind of pushing someone out, kind of that awkwardness of the extended second half, all that. I don't know. Again, that's a layman's perspective.
No, I think you're onto something, because it also allows, right now both bands come down from the stands.
That's
They
right.
have to go warm
Well,
up.
that's a good point.
So you'll always have a band playing during
and
the
in
action.
college, in the old Southwest Conference, that's the way they did it. They would allow. Now, again, college has become so commercialized. It really is the only home team band performance at halftime. But throwing it out there, maybe I'm sure somebody would let me know there's logistically you can't do it. But I think you bring up a good point. Both of them have to file down at halftime, and but I don't know. It's an interesting concept. All right, here comes the Akins Eagles for the second half.
You could even have you're still going to have the home team play the national anthem, or the choir, right? I guess we had a choir
right.
today, so it's not always that the band has to play the national anthem. I think there's something to that.
There could be.
I don't know who
Could
the
be
powers
more.
that be are when it comes to...
And I'm sure, again, somebody in that space could say, hey, you don't do it because of X, Y, and Z. And I go, oh, okay, of course. But it's an idea.
Yeah, no, and then you come back with LMNOP.
Exactly. Well, I guarantee you somebody knows more than me on this subject and will give me A, B, and C, and I'll gladly take it and understand it.
Well, you do see in college. You do see the bands come out pregame.
Yep.
Right. And they don't do the full routine. They just do like the Big T or the Texas
that's right,
or
that's
whatever.
right.
So,
But I know Texas has, the Texas fans have enjoyed the Rice Mob because they do that fun routine, and they usually have them do a pregame routine. And then the Texas band, that's kind of but they really at halftime it doesn't college you usually don't have the time. Okay, here we go. Trojans set to kick. At Texas OU both bands perform at halftime. Pretty crazy, isn't it?
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's
fun.
if it's going to happen at a game, that would be
incredible.
the one.
Yeah. All right, here is Zane Cook to kick for the Trojans. Trojans receive the first half kick. And here's Zane. Nice, high, booming kick down the middle of the field. He's going to bring it out. He's going to run wide. He's going to be wrapped up there. Hodges-Smith on the tackle for the Trojans right around the 26-yard line. So a nice play by the Trojan special teams there. And it's going to be 1st and 10, Akins from I believe their own 25-yard line. So nice kick by Zane there.
Did we ever find out an official on the coin toss?
I think Akins won it. I think they broke the streak there.
I think so too.
Again, Akins taking their time on a stop play clock. Here comes Dylan Cagle.
Yeah.
Cagle being the sophomore that was into the game. All right, out of the wing tee, here's Cagle. He's going to give it and nowhere to go. So a big stop there right at the line of scrimmage by Anderson. Pierce Miller right in there. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9. Little pickup there. So 2nd and 9 for Akins.
Don't mean to brag. We just got another thumbs up on YouTube.
I love it. Keep them coming. All right. Here's Akins, 2nd and 9. Quickly to the line out of the wing tee. They're going to turn and give it wide. Got room. Oh, massive hold, not called. He's going to get all the way up to the 31-yard line. Looks like they had a full shirt of Zach Poe. He's going to pick up 6 yards and set up 3rd and 4 for Akins from their own 31-yard line. That's been the only minor success by Akins, is running wide. Again, aided by some shirt grabbing. All right. Inside give. Got a little room to work with. Almost stripped it. Anderson, they're going to give him the first down. Son of a gun. That's an aggressive spot there.
He did stretch at the end, but
Yeah.
that's maybe just in the interest of,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, McMillan in there. Bunch of Trojans in there, but probably a pretty generous spot there by the officials here in this 37-0 ball game. Start of the third quarter, 10 minutes left. Quickly to the line. He's going to turn and give it wide. Got a little room to work with. He's going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards. McMillan's going to wrap him up after a 4-yard gain. That's Julio Menchaca. Now, the question is it Manshak or Menchaca? Because, the road in Austin is...
Manchac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is Menchaca from the layman's reading of it.
True. Also, similar vein as the city of Blanco.
Correct.
Versus the Blanco River.
Correct. All right. 2nd down and 6. Akins. Turn inside give. Not a lot of room to go. Pierce Miller on the tackle immediately for no gain. It's going to be 3rd and 6 for Akins. 9 minutes left in the, little over 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Akins, they milk that play clock.
3rd down and 6, 39 yards.
Huddling. Number 1, MJ Flowers, the running back, into the game with the play. He's going to give it to Jacob Bradshaw. Bradshaw taking the snaps in this series. Quickly to the line. Here comes Akins on this 3rd down. Turn inside give. Jack Middleton says, no, sir. Thank you very much.
You said, was number 1, he's listed as a running back?
MJ Flowers, running back and linebacker.
Okay. Why
Where
not?
did he go in?
He was out wide.
Yes.
Okay.
Again, looking at the play, you've got quarterbacks playing running back, you've
Right.
got running backs playing wide receiver, you've got running backs playing quarterback. So it's much like their offense. You got to keep up. You got to know where it's going. All right. Here's Akins to punt from their own 39-yard line. See if the Trojans bring pressure. They don't. And a little punt down there. It's going to bounce, take a bounce, and Hatcher's going to let it go. But a nice punt there by Akins. Nunez kicks it all the way down. Trojans will take over from the 16-yard line.
Yeah, now we get to see what is the offensive strategy coming out in this situation.
Yeah, I think. And it's going to be Mason Randolph, it looks like, is going to be taking the snaps at quarterback, which is a good thing. Get him some reps. Obviously, Max Gerlich going down with the knee injury. Max played a ton this year. And Mason, who's also played receiver, is going to get a lot of valuable snaps here at quarterback. All right, he's going to give to Dayton Williams, rumbling ahead for a 1st down. So a 1st down, Trojans. I'm going to be wrong here. He's going to get 8 yards. It happens to me every time. 9 yards. So a good run by Dayton.
Yeah, sneaking suspicion we're going to see a lot of Dayton Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe some Dom Mays. Hatcher in there. All right. Here's Mason. Now at quarterback, the sophomore. From the Trojan, the Akins 21, he's going to give it to Dayton. Dayton, nice run up the middle, big yards.
Yeah.
Going to be a first down. Trojans will have the ball at their own 35-yard line, but another good run by Dayton Williams.
I just get a sneaking suspicion that he's about to break a big one.
Yeah.
That was, because that was close. It may be another couple series away, but
Sure.
I just have this sneaking suspicion there's a Dayton Williams big run.
Absolutely. Well, it's got to be fair to Akins, you've got Dylan Cagle in there at safety. So he's not getting a lot of reps off playing both ways for Akins.
Yeah.
All right, here's Mason Randolph. Another give. Another nice gain by Dayton, powering through, getting about 4 yards. Going to set up 2nd and 6 here for Anderson. So it's good to see getting Mason Randolph some snaps here to start out this second half. Mason's going to flare it out there to Ben Hatcher, I think, or Wadelick. That's 0 or 1. Tristan Wadelick.
Yeah.
That nice little screen they had a lot of success for. First high school pass of his career for Mason Randolph is a completion to Tristan Wadelick, so off to a good start for Mason. Going to be 1st and 10 from midfield. Trojans mixing in up some passing here. Here's a snap. It's going to be a fumble on the ground. Looks like Mason on that zone read held it in there and then let go, and Dayton thought he was going to keep it.
Yeah.
It's happened a few times this year, obviously most famously to start the Taco Shack Bowl.
Yes.
Luckily, we recovered, scored, and proceeded to throttle the Knights. But anytime you have a new quarterback in with backs, that exchange feels different. All right, Mason is going to try to hit Zayden Sharp over the middle. Underthrows. It's going to set up a 3rd and 15 for Anderson. But a good opportunity for Mason to experience the passing game, feel like what the pocket's like,
Yeah.
get these live game reps against a district opponent.
Yeah, you go back to the beginning of this game. It took a couple plays to kind of dial things in.
Absolutely.
So same here. It's it really there's like a priming process.
Yes. All right, here's Randolph. He's going to roll right. Looking. Good throw there. Got Tristan Wadelick close to the first down. He's going to be a couple yards short, but a really nice, oh boy. I don't know if you caught that, but Chris Herod, number 73, just knocked over Colton Pittman after the play with no flag. I think he's one we may need to watch on the chippiness scale.
Yeah.
All right, here's Randolph. Good pass there. We're going to go for it here on 4th and 3rd. Here's Randolph. He's going to give to Dayton Williams. Dayton Williams lumbering. Oh, he's close to the first down, but he's going to be short, and Akins will take over at their own 41-yard line. Dayton almost powered his way through there.
Yeah, I like that play call there. I like
do too.
There's something, go. I don't know, just like try to impose your will in this moment. Yeah, they came up short there, but now it gives the defense a chance to impose their will here. I mean, they haven't had any issues so far, so I like that. Not that anybody asked, just offering.
Absolutely. Well, Trojans back on the game defensively. Still have all the starters still in the game here. 3:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Here is the wing tee of Akins. Quick give straight up the middle, nowhere to go.
I don't know.
Jacob Ortiz.
It looks like some of those linemen are getting off a little early. Like I don't.
Yeah, that's, you know what's funny? That's part of the wing tee. The center comes to the line, and boy, there it is, first motion go, but it almost is on cue, and it does look like they're moving every time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Liberty Hill, very hard to stop, because those kids practice it since 7th grade and probably Pop Warner. All right, 2nd and 9. Good pressure in there. There's going to be a hold, but really nice pressure. But it looks like they got
laundry day today.
Yeah, they held Benitez there.
I think they're going to get a late hit at the end of that play too.
Yeah.
So probably offsetting.
Yes. Good pressure in there. By the Trojans.
Rules question for you.
Yes,
in Texas high school football, is there at any point with a score differential when it gets really high, is there like a clock?
Running clock? I think there's an option. Oh, okay. So these won't Okay, my question is this. Yeah, they're going to go back and forth. So they're going to spot the foul of holding, go back 10 yards, and then move it forward 5. So really they could, if they want to cheat, they'll just move forward 5. We'll see if he pantomimes it out. But it really is going to be 2nd and 5 for, I think he's going to do this. This is exciting, folks.
Gotta get those steps in.
Yeah, he's doing it. All right, he's going to go back 10, and then he's going to do a U-turn. There he is. He's going to U-turn, and now he's going to come back 15. Watch this. Yeah. And you realize he faked out the defense. Probably the first time the defense has been faked out all day. They followed him, and I think he's pleased his punch.
Yeah.
But it's going to be 2nd and 3 right there from the it's a first down because it was a dead ball personal foul.
Right.
All right. Here we go. Trojan defense in the game. First down and 10 Akins. They're going to turn and give right up the middle. Holy smokes.
Yep.
Wow. Jack Middleton, Hodges-Smith annihilate. An annihilation station.
Yeah, that's
of that running back.
Jack Middleton's like, we'll kindly take those yards back now.
You bet. Holy smokes. It's going to be 2nd and 12 for Akins, but my goodness. What a big hit by the Trojan defense there. All right, 2nd and 12. Quickly to the line, Akins. They're going to look to throw. Got a man open. He's going to score. Wow. So Akins crowd loving this one. A little play action. Slipped a receiver deep. Connection. I believe that's Cagle to, I'm trying to get the Akins receiver there, but a pretty nicely executed play action pass by Akins. Their first score of the game. It's going to make the score 37 Trojans and 6-2 Akins pending the extra point. Oh, Trojans are going to block this. But a flag down.
Running into the kicker?
Well, no, we blocked it. So who blocked that? Trojans came with thunder here. Both from the outside. God, everybody was in there. We'll see what the flag is, but, I mean, the Trojans had mega pressure on that, coming from the sides, coming from up the middle. But it looks like there's going to be a flag on Anderson. It's the old hitting him too hard call. But it can't be roughing the kicker if you block the kick. I mean,
okay.
We'll see what they call.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Still waiting for the signal. The Akins coach talking to the official. We'll see what they call. Looks like they're giving him a decision to make on this extra point. But it seems to be, maybe the Trojans got in there so quickly, maybe it was a defensive offsides. Unclear at this point, but a lengthy explanation, and we'll see what the call is. All right, here it is. Personal foul. Oh, new rule this year. It's a personal foul, Simon Burns, and I wonder if it was hurdling. I couldn't hear what he said.
It sounded like he said 3-point stance.
He did say 3-point stance, and then the other thing he said is new rule this year, which I thought is helpful.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and salute the Texas high school officiating because we didn't know, and obviously the fans didn't know. So here it is again, Nunez to try to kick. Trojans block it. Trojans block it. Colin Haynes after it. Pick it up, do whatever you can, pitch it, who cares? Jack Middleton lumbering, still up, ball's on the ground. Trojans still going, dancing around. So kind of an exciting play. McMillan ended up with it, but you might as well start pitching it. It doesn't matter. McMillan didn't get the memo. Tried to run with the ball, playing hero ball, Liam McMillan. But a nice block there. I have to guess. This is a guessing. I think Big Middleton got up and blocked that, but I don't know. But either way, it's pretty fun to block one and then come right back immediately and block the next one. So Trojan special teams looking sharp, and a pretty exciting play here. And the Trojans up 37-6 over Akins. And we'll have another opportunity here on defense. But a nice... I mean, it's not good to give up a touchdown, obviously, but it gives us other stuff to work on. Obviously, you're going from playing, the first few games for Anderson against primarily run teams, and then this kind of exaggerated form of the run with a wing T.
Yeah.
And then next week playing Westlake with a total spread, zone read, everything, but also a good running team. But again, you'll see everything from the shops next week. So again, it's good to come out here, get a lot of guys exposure, get a lot of guys into the game playing. As the Akins player hustling after that tackle, Giovanni Chavero. A lot of sophomores. This Akins team last year as freshmen had a really pretty good team. A lot of big guys, obviously great quarterback play, and they kind of had a close game with Anderson before Anderson kind of put it away in the second half. But Akins with some talent, a lot of young talent out here on this team, and still fighting, which you got to love to see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here is Nunez to kick. He's pooched it. Kicked it to Wadlick. We'll see where he goes. He's going to just kick it on the ground, and we're going to jump on it like our lives depended on it. But a smart play there by Jet Joseph.
Hands.
The hands of Jet Joseph. Jumping on that ball like a grounder to short. His father Eddie booted quite a few of those in high school.
This is keep this game in mind for Texas high school football trivia. When they're going to look at the score, they're going to think, oh, okay, 37-6, there must have been a blocked extra point, ran back for a 2-point, but we had the safety earlier and 2 blocked PATs in a row. So anyway.
Stu with the abacus out again.
Yeah, just
constantly confusing me. All right, here's Mason. Mason ran off rolling. Got a little room, but he wants to throw it. He's going to throw to Ben Hatcher. Really great coverage, but they're going to call a flag there, which is a little tough, to be honest. Real good coverage, but a dime by Mason Randolph to Ben Hatcher. Coverage a little early, but good coverage, but it's going to be a flag, and Anderson's going to get a first down on a PI call.
Yeah.
That was A.B. Gonzalez, the safety for Akins, coming over the top. It's going to be 15 yards. Trojans on the move, but really good sign there. I thought Mason Randolph was going to take off. He had a little bit of room to work with, but he saw Ben Hatcher streaking across the field through a beautiful ball that was poked away on the interference. It's going to be 1st and 10 Trojans from the 47-yard line of Akins. Here's Randolph. He's going to give to Dom Mays. Dom Mays, a little bit of room to work with, a little shake and bake, cuts it upfield. There's going to be a really late flag from the head referee into the Trojan backfield. You wonder if they got a hold.
I wonder.
He's looking over at the Anderson sideline. We'll see what the call is. Holding. Offense. So it's going to knock them back 10 yards. What were we going to say, Stu?
Just a lot more flags early in the second half. I guess it could be just more penalties, right? Or do the referees go, look at, they scroll back on the YouTube,
I think so. And I think, some of it they want to prevent chippiness. Some of it they, keep the game tight. All right, here's Mason Randolph. Oh, he's got pressure. Evades pressure. Got a man. He's going to throw it.
Oh, my.
Oh, just low.
Yeah.
But a pretty nice job by Randolph escaping pressure. I thought for a minute he was going to run. Thought he was going to dump it off. He tried to hit Wadelick down the field just a little low for him.
Yeah, no, that was great. I mean, I'm trying to think of how to. It was impressive to get away from the pressure and make something happen.
Yeah, it came at him so quick. All right, 2nd and a bunch for Anderson. Here's Mason looking, pressure again, evades it, but then he's going to be sacked down around the 35-yard line of Anderson. It's going to be 3rd and 7 days for Anderson here. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Here's what my call would be. Drop them back, send them deep, but dump that little screen pass over the middle to Ed, Tristan, Zayden Sharp, one of those guys. Just that little dump. Sometimes you can break a chunk. Sometimes you can break it, especially with the speed, and get these receivers in space. All right, late entry to the game by 73. Mason Randolph running for his life. He's just going to throw it up. He's got. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He had Ed Small, and I thought when he threw it up there, excuse me, that's Michael Rendon, but I thought for a second when he threw it up there that Akins' defensive backs were going to be in the way, but he threw it just over one of them, just in front of another one, and it was dropped. Here's Adrian Pops to punt for the first time for Anderson tonight.
Yeah, showing just glimpses of brilliance, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Mason Randolph, I know him, has worked very hard. There's a couple of sophomore quarterbacks. You've got Trey Leach, Mason Randolph, both of them with tons of experience from 7th grade on. Hard working.
Yeah.
I mean, Mason Randolph, I think, is one of the pound-for-pound strongest kid on the Anderson team, and has gotten faster, now plays receiver. Leach has gotten faster. I mean, these kids have worked so hard, and they've gotten so much better, and it really shows. And frankly, they're doing a nice job on the field for Anderson. All right, here's the Anderson defense in there. Noah Saldivar now in the game. We'll see. Here comes the wing tee. It's going to be an outside give. Saldivar giving chase. Alan Sue giving chase. It's going to be run out of bounds around the, it's about a 5-yard gain. It's going to be at the end of the third quarter right here with the score Anderson 37, Akins 6. So it's going to be 2nd and 4 from the Akins 30 when we resume playing the fourth quarter. Stu, what do you think? Not a lot of action, but some good things, I would say. Young players playing on offense, young players playing on defense.
Yeah,
Seeing some good things.
Yeah, the thing that kind of stands out to me is that, some mistakes or missed, like what, this is what you should do in this situation, kind of maybe missed in some of those, like taking the big loss on the sack and that type of thing. But it's not like
learning.
It's learning. Yeah, it's just an experience.
You got to get them out there to do it.
Yeah, it's an like reps kind of thing. Like you won't make that same mistake.
Absolutely.
Again. Yeah.
That big pass play, I guarantee you come home and somebody's going to be like, I missed that. I should have done that or something. And they know and they learn and they grow. And it's a good environment to do it in a game like this that's pretty well tucked away.
Yeah, and they feel what it's like to be in that situation.
Absolutely. So when you're in there in a big-time, huge moment, you're ready and you've learned. And especially if you're a sophomore now or a junior doing it, you got next year, sometimes the year after, where you've had all this experience, you know the game, you've got the same Anderson coaches likely, you're in good shape. All right, here is 2nd and 5. Scoreboard says 2nd and 4 for Akins from their own 30-yard line. Trojan defense has been stout all night, stopping this wing tee run. Quickly to the line is Akins. They're going to turn and a little give up the middle. Trojans giving chase, stringing it out. It's going to be a very minimal game, probably a yard. It's going to be Cagle giving it to Gonzalez, the receiver in at running back, but it doesn't even matter.
No.
But it's going to be 3rd and 4. Scoreboard says 3rd and 3 for the Trojan defense. 3rd and 3. Number 8, Jamal Loving, senior receiver, running back, right tackle, with a play in. 11:14 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the Trojan defense set to go. It's going to be a pass. Trojans giving chase, pursuing, and a big tackle, Simon Burns. Hodges Smith, Noah Saldivar giving chase. Simon Burns with the sack. Nicely done there. Good 3rd down stop. We'll see what Akins does here. Looks like they're going to send the punt unit in. But a good stop there on that rollout. Quick, elusive quarterback, whatever. And a good stop by the Trojans. All right. See if the Trojans bring pressure here. Again, thinking of things to work on to get ready for Westlake. Oh, a wildly high snap. Trojans giving chase all the way down. Oh, boy! He blocked it, I think. I think we got a piece of it. Heads up play there by Nunez, the punter. Man, because you got nothing to lose in that
right.
Point. Either you're going to get sacked.
Yes.
The only thing you can't do is turn it over so they can
get the
score.
touchdown. Right.
But you're down around your own end zone.
Yeah, that was
Heck of a
gutsy.
play.
Yeah, it just gutsy is all.
I cannot believe he got it off. I think Webb was in there, Smith was in there. Both those guys are in there almost blocking it, and he got it off. So
Yeah,
credit to Jose Nunez. That's his second bad snap he's had to deal with all night, and boy, he got after it. All right. Here's a Trojan offense. Dayton Williams. Not a lot of room to run, but he's still going to power his way to minimize that loss. Looks like there's a Akins player shaking up on the ground. And we'll check that injury. With 9:40 left here in the fourth quarter, Trojans up 37-6. And is it strange to say it hadn't been that close?
No, because it hasn't. It has.
It really hadn't. I think honestly, from the vantage point of an Anderson Trojan fan, obviously the first half clipped along to perfection, both offensively and defensively. And then the second half has been kind of interesting. It's fun to see Mason Randolph out there working out the kinks. It's fun to see a lot of these guys just in different positions, doing different things, working on different things. Obviously bodes well for the rest of the year and bodes well for next year and the years to come. Obviously, we mention it all the time. Tons of sophomores out there for Anderson. We mentioned Akins, again, with tons of sophomores. Anderson with a lot of players. So moving forward next year, there's going to be a lot of familiar faces. The Trojan fans are going to know these names, and it really will make a significant contribution to Anderson football moving forward.
Yeah, there's just no substitute for being in the game,
Yes.
in the moment, and like getting the feel for what that actually is like.
Absolutely. Well, and again, you've got guys playing different roles. You've seen tons of them start all year. You've seen, Alan Sue tonight comes in playing safety. Pierce Miller's in the game. You've got Hodges Smith in the game. You've got, and obviously you've got Ballinger. You've got Mark Heatley. You've got River Anderson. If I keep going, people are going to get mad at me. But you've got Hatcher. Everybody knows. McMillan. Now Randolph into the game. You've got a lot of these guys that obviously on the offensive line, Elias O'Keefe started all year as a sophomore. So you've got a lot of these guys playing and really contributing, which bodes well. And then obviously a lot of juniors on this team. So it looks good. So it's going to be 2nd and 12 for Anderson. 9:40 left. Mason Randolph at quarterback, the sophomore. He's going to give it on the end around to Ben Hatcher. Hatcher, with great speed, gets all the way down the sidelines, close to a first down. Gets the first down. Is it whiny of me to complain about that spot? Is he spot on? I'm such a homer. I swear Hatcher fell around the 26-yard line.
Yeah, no.
But the replay will show it's probably the right spot.
Maybe he stepped out early.
All right, here's Randolph. Dayton Williams up the middle. Nice cutback. He's going to have nice yards and a nice solid game for Dayton Williams.
Yes.
Great offensive line play by the Trojans.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Absolutely. Just good blocking. And early in the game, you brought it up, Stu. They were sending everybody from everywhere. And Trojans obviously responded. Again, risk reward by Akins, and they threw caution to the wind. But a good job of this Anderson offensive line. All right, here's Mason. He's going to fire it across the middle off the hands of the senior Rendon. But a pretty good pass. A little bit behind him, but a good pass. Again, getting these game reps. Looks like there is a flag down. I don't know if they hit Mason late. We're going to see what the call is. Personal foul. Roughing the passer on Mason Randolph. So it's going to be a first down Anderson with 8:20 left. Trojans up 37-6. And it's going to set the ball down there around the 12-yard line of Akins. We'll see if Mason can punch one in for Anderson. Get Dayton Williams in the end zone.
Yeah, that's my vote.
Me too. All right, here is Mason Randolph. He's going to take it. He's going to give to Dayton. There goes Dayton. Still going. Touchdown, Dayton Williams. You ask and you shall receive. Dayton Williams, touchdown, Trojans. Fun fact, question, trivia.
Okay.
What does Dayton Williams' post-game meal consist of?
That would be a trip to Whataburger.
Yes, and what is his order at Whataburger?
Chicken, right?
Yes, but more specific. I need more specifics.
Oh my. What was it? It was the
Honey.
Oh, the
Honey Buddy. Hub Chub.
Hub Chub, yeah. The
Dayton Williams get himself a Hub Chub tonight on the touchdown run. Somebody buy him some Whataburger. He deserves. Golly, that broke the string. I shouldn't have talked. Broke the string there. But they let Wadlick hold. Can we blame it on Wadlick?
Yeah,
I think so. He's had a great game.
Yeah. No, yeah.
All right, Zane Cook's first PAT not made. But I do get Wadlick in there.
Mm-hmm.
Why not try him? I mean, I'm sure he's practiced it, but why not get him in there? Because you never know, and you always need a backup holder ready.
Right, and just because it wasn't perfect, he has to watch everybody eat their first honey butter chicken biscuit
Absolutely.
before he gets one.
God, Dayton Williams. if you're still into this broadcast and you're not over there calling in a to-go order for Dayton Williams Hub Chub, I can't help you.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing, Kyle Cooper? What are you doing, Northwest residents? All right, here we go.
Actually, it's made me hungry.
I know.
It
sounds great, doesn't it?
Yeah, right now it sounds delicious.
I think I'd still go with a classic single.
Oh, yeah. That's the problem. You get in line.
But the buns. Whew.
Yeah.
They got it going on.
Yeah.
Sold to private equity. I forgive it. They hadn't changed anything.
No.
All right, here's Zane Cook to kick. Trojans up 43-6 with 8 minutes left. We'll see where Zane kicks it. But here we go. Straight down the middle. Sets up the return. It's going to be wrapped up right there. It's going to be Soto and Smith in on that tackle. There is a flag down. We'll see what this flag is. It's Trojan defense huddling. It's going to be a personal foul. It's going to be the old chop block.
Really?
Does that make you think of a chopped steak? Kind of make you... I'm thinking of stuff for you to get hungry about. Chop block.
It's already happened. Dude, that's... Yeah.
All right, it's going to be 15 yards on Akins, and it's going to push them back inside their own red zone, inside the 20, 15, 14, 13-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Akins from their 13, 7:50 left in the ball game. Trojans up 43-6. And here is the Trojan defense in. Akins, straight drop to pass. Trojan defense shifted a little, and I think it probably caused an illegal motion or illegal procedure on Akins. False start, yes. I like to call it a legal procedure.
They're going to end up back where that punt would have. Had he not gotten that punt, it would have been back there.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 15 from inside the own 10-yard line. Looks like Brandon Gonzalez did a little shift there, shifted gaps, and it caused the Akins O-line to jump. Okay, 1st and 15. Here's Akins. Drop back to pass. Looking, still looking. Trojans bring pressure. Oh, big hit there. Noah Saldivar in there. A lot of Trojans. Minor pickup there by Jacob Bradshaw. Got about 5 yards, but a big lick by that Trojan defense. It's going to be 2nd and 10, Akins. That may be the first straight drop-back pass I've seen out of this wing tee.
I think so.
You know, of course, the touchdown was a play action. Early in the game, they tried a play action, tried to throw it deep, intercepted by Zach Poe. But that was the first time I think I've seen Akins drop back in a traditional drop back out of this wing tee. All right, 2nd and 10. Akins is going to turn. It's going to be a reverse coming all the way across the field. And Trojans do a pretty good job of containing there, but it felt like everybody came across the field to do that, but a pretty slick reverse. Zach Poe's going to make that tackle, but not after an Akins first down.
Yeah, no, that was, you got to call that one a success
Yes.
for Akins.
Well executed there. But I agree with you earlier, Stu. Half the time on that wing tee, it feels like half the line jumps.
Yep.
They're always moving, but that's part of this offense. All right, 6:15 left. Here's the Trojans on defense. Straight drop. He's going to turn. He's going to throw it long. He's got a man open. He's got it. It's going to be a touchdown for Akins. So a straight drop and throw. Touchdown, Akins. Pretty good strike there by Bradshaw to MJ Flowers,
Yeah.
and a touchdown for Akins.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for the deep, but it's not one like it doesn't. It's not like it's not egregious as far as they did a good job on that series with the reversal and then the different looks.
Absolutely. All right. Here is Nunez on the kick. 5:58 left. Kick is up. I love it that the Trojans keep bringing pressure on these extra points. So, with 5:58 left, Trojans up 43-13. A big bomb there by Jacob Bradshaw, obviously the biggest offensive play of the night for Akins, but they've hit us twice on that. Maybe something to look forward. But again, when offensively you're doing the things you are, and defensively you're stopping the run like you can, the score is 43-14, and it's okay. Is it? Can I say that? Maldy may shoot me if I say that, but I want to say it's okay, so long as we're containing the run.
Yes.
Especially the week after Beauty Johnson, you had a few of those just game breakers.
Yeah. Now, I feel like plays like that one, series like that one, give the coaches just enough to point to say, this is why we're going to run you. This is why we're working as hard as we are this week. You don't get any time off. It's because you can't take it.
Well, and it's funny because the Trojan defense, it's going to be a total new look for next week because you're going against a wholly different offense. And probably go back to that look. You know, Trojans have 5 basically D linemen here against Akins. They've run 3 all year. We'll see if they go back to the 3. Little onside look here. Pierce Miller's going to gather it right there. There's going to be a flag down on the opposite side of the field. But good job by the Trojans right there. Not even with their hands team in, but smartly. A lot of smart plays. I'm going to jinx this, but a lot of smart plays we've had on special teams this year.
Yeah. It's like everybody's on the hands team.
Exactly. Well, you've got a lot of good athletes, a lot of kids playing different sports and smart, played a lot of football, know what to do. We'll see what this call is. It's going to be offsides on the defense, which is
got out in front of the kicker.
A little bizarre.
Yeah.
I mean, but it was right there at the top of the screen. I don't know how they called that. But again, it's going to give Akins an opportunity again. We'll see if they onside it again, but the Trojans need to be ready here, obviously, for the attempted onside or onside. We'll see where it goes and how it looks like he's setting up for an onside again to kick it right Pierce Miller's way. Well, no. Now he kind of resets in the middle, but be ready for anything here. We'll see. Here he goes. Nope. He's going to kick it right there to Pierce Miller again. Pierce Miller.
Did it go 10?
No, it did not go 10. And we didn't touch it. I think Akins is going to wind up with this ball. My question is, did Akins touch the ball before it reached 10 yards? Yeah, it did. Well, it looks like he said it did.
It looks like they touched it before it went 10.
And if they touched it before it went 10, it's Anderson ball.
He wound up going further than
It's first down, Anderson.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll be down there at the
That's right.
46.
Yeah, that's a gamble there. Pierce Miller saw it curving, didn't pick it up, didn't jump on it. I think Akins kind of booted it forward. You can look at the replay, and obviously Anderson will take over right where Akins touched the ball. I almost jinxed it, but a smart play there by the Anderson special teams unit. It's going to be 1st and 10 Anderson from their 46-yard line.
Yeah, the payoff there for the handsy Trojans was
Correct.
to not use your hands at all.
Yeah, I mean, God,
mean,
maybe 4.8 out of 10 on the dad. I like the hamminess where you'd use the, it's not all bacon to people, is it?
No.
See, I'm trying. I'm trying to. Well, some would say, am I going down to your level or am I raising up, raising the bar?
Raising
my
your
game.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, here's Mason Randolph. Again, he's gotten a heck of a lot of good experience here at quarterback, much needed. We miss Max Gerlich. Thoughts are with him this year. That knee injury. All right, here's Randolph. Going to give to Dom Mays. Got a lot of room. Look at that speed. There he goes. Straight down the field. 10 touchdown, Dom Mays. I love it. First varsity touchdown for Dom Mays. He looked like he got shot out of a cannon.
Right? Yeah, just
whoo. Credit to this Trojan offensive line for opening that hole. And boy, Dom Mays cut through there straight up the middle. So what a great sign. Back-to-back touchdown runs by our running backs. Dayton Hatcher, get him a hub, knowledgeable. So really good for a young quarterback in Gerlich to understand why plays, what are we doing, why are we doing that. So when that play comes in, you have the confidence in why that play was called.
Yeah.
So a good sign seeing Gerlich up there. Gephardt the same way. Gephardt been here forever. Obviously, I coached him in Little League Baseball, so a lot of his progress is due to me. All right, here are the Trojans on defense. They're going to mount it, throw it deep. Grayson Lake, good coverage. Sophomore, good. I didn't mention Grayson earlier. Grayson with a lot of playing time this year and a great, great, great young Trojan. So great coverage by Grayson Lake. We were not fooled there.
No. What do you call that? Like a lame duck throw? Like
Wounded duck.
Wounded duck.
Golly, Stu, just high school kid throwing a deep pass.
Yeah.
But it's going to be an incompletion. 5:12 left. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Akins going to turn inside give. It's going to be wrapped up right there. Hodges Smith in on the tackle. Noah Saldivar. McMillan, I think, caught standing around again. I'm kidding. McMillan in on there. Trojan defense. Looking good thus far. It's 3rd and 7 for Akins from their own 22-yard line. 4:35, clock's moving, left in the ball game. Going to be 3rd down. Trojans back. Golly! Holy smokes, Hodges Smith may have ended
That
the career. Oh, my gosh.
broke him in half. That's a JR
boy.
call right there.
Golly.
He broke him in half.
Jacob
God
Bradshaw. Maybe doing a rib check next week.
That was a Goldberg-esque spear.
Holy smokes. Okay, so a big lick there by the Trojans. Going to be 4th and 7 for Akins from their own 22-yard line. Nunez to punt, and it's been kind of a wild thing with these sneak snaps. We'll see what happens here. Oh boy, he did it again. Over the top. Nunez, ooh, he gets it off. Ball's bouncing. They're going to let it go. Holy smokes, what a punt, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, credit to Lopez. Unbelievable. Nunez, excuse me. Unbelievable punt, and it's almost like he expected it. But boy, he gets it off. He's going to have a nightmare about that. But he got it off, and a whale of a punt by Jose Nunez right there. Oh boy, that was frightening. I mean, that started out of the gate. That ball was a little high.
Yes. Yeah, the deep snappers for Akins don't miss arm day.
No, he's had some trouble. All right, here is Mason Randolph, 3:57 left. Here's Hatcher coming around. He's going to take it on the end around. Good blocking by the Trojans right there. Dayton Williams kind of, Dayton sometimes starts out the game in kind of that H-back, and he swings around there. Mm-hmm. So a good swing around block by Dayton Williams. Going to pick up 4 yards for Ben Hatcher. Obviously, great speed there. And it's going to be Mason Randolph still in at quarterback. 3:30 left. Clock is moving. Trojans going to milk some clock here wisely. Game way out of reach. Here's Mason. He's going to turn. He's going to give it to Dayton Williams. Nice little room. Great blocking there by the Trojans. Just a great, great, great job by this Trojan offensive line all night long in the run game. Dominant run blocking. Those guys need Whataburger.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I
think they've got that jalapeno biscuit out, too.
They do have a jalapeno cheddar biscuit.
That's right, the cheddar, jalapeno cheddar.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Trojans letting the clock run. 2:39 left. Trojans up 50-13 over Akins. Here's Randolph at quarterback, the sophomore. He's going to turn, give it to Dayton Williams. Dayton Williams breaks tackles, still moving down the sideline. Going to be out of bounds around the Akins 45-yard line. A nice run by Dayton Williams, padding the stats, getting the running game going. Trojan offensive line's been excellent all night, and no surprise here in the fourth quarter, still pounding the rock. It's going to be 2 minutes left. Trojans with a 1st and 10 from the Akins 46-yard line. All right, here is Mason Randolph. He's going to turn. He's going to give it to Dayton. Dayton, boy, God, oh my God, still going. Dayton Williams, 40. That was the most exciting 6-yard run I've seen all season. I mean, cut through. I was about to say he kind of looked like Emmett. I mean, he just looked awesome. And then he ran into a pile of guys and broke out of that. So a great run by Dayton. 2nd and 4. Clock is moving with 1:25 left. You'd have to think maybe with one more first down, Trojans will go to victory formation, maybe even after this play. But
yeah, Dade's just been hard to tackle tonight. Just the way he's just been extra bouncy.
Yes.
Rubbery.
Quick through these holes. They're moving quick. All right, here's Dayton. They're ready for him now. 73, Mr. Chippy.
Still didn't get him down.
Yeah, he's excited, though.
He only brought 7. You're going to have to bring more.
All right, it's going to be 3rd down, and it looks like the Trojans, we'll see if we hand the ball off, but we could go victory formation, and then I think that'll put this game away, and I think that's what we'll do. So it's going to be a final score here with 38 seconds left. And I think we'll just hand it off one more time, but it's going to be Trojans 50, Akins 13 from Berger Stadium here in South Austin. We're going to give it one more time. Oh, we look to throw. Mason's going to run it up the man. He loves lowering his shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done that since a little kid. The Trojan run by Mason Randolph's going to end this game. 10 seconds left. Trojans are going to win it 50-13 in a wholly dominant performance by the Anderson Trojans.
Yeah, they look good tonight. Just not just because they were the better team, but they just looked good.
They really did. Really execution. You said it earlier, and I'm glad you did, because it was execution, execution, execution. And especially if you think back, way back to this first quarter, Trojans having a long fourth down from midfield, going for it, confidence in the team, confidence in the players, confidence in the coaches. Gephardt to Wadelick tiptoeing out of bounds. How about Ed Small, who has never been seen in this second half, as he shouldn't be, but four touchdowns.
Yeah, 4.
Awesome performance by Ed early on. Trojans just did exactly what they should have to really have a great victory. And good class by the Trojan team, slapping Dylan Cagle, telling him a good game.
Yeah.
The kid's a warrior. He played both sides of the ball, played really well. Akins has a lot of good young players. Again, another team that could really benefit from going to 5A, because that's about the size school they are as we are.
Yeah. These guys, these game recognizes game, right?
Yeah, it does.
And so
it does.
When you see somebody play, when there's adversity and just it's just not going to be, the victory's not going to be on your side, but you can see when somebody plays with heart.
Absolutely.
And
they recognize it, tip their hat.
Yeah.
And again, it was a blowout victory for Anderson, but Anderson showing class in the victory. They've shown class in tough defeats.
Yep.
Played hard, didn't back down to anybody. But it is nice to see that. Game recognizes game. And tipping the hat to Dylan Cagle, who played both sides of the ball. Jacob Bradshaw, a gutsy game for Akins. Those 2 deep passes. But certainly a good victory if you're an Anderson Trojan.
Yeah, no, great night and plenty to build on, and then to kind of restructure the game plan from scratch for next week. So it's as the school song plays, it's right. Good stuff, man.
Hey, by the way, we did lose our camera woman, one of the greats, Sophia Friedman.
Yeah.
But a good victory for Anderson tonight, 50-13. Again, a district victory, and the Trojans will classily, kind of the old Army-Navy, line up behind Akins for the Akins school song, which is always fun to see.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I mean, that's just because you're going to be seeing these guys every year, and you're going to be seeing them around the community. And
absolutely.
You play your tails off, but it is a game. It's sport, and we are sporting men. So
we are sporting men. Sometimes some of us look at the moon, stare at the moon, kind of get lost in the moon.
Yeah.
You know who's from Austin? Christopher Cross. You know who Christopher Cross is?
Yeah.
Song stylings of Christopher Cross.
Yes.
Sailing.
Yes.
Fantastic song. Ride Like the Wind.
Ride Like the Wind was one
Woo! But, again, he must be most famous for Arthur's theme, If You Get Caught Between the Moon and New York City.
Yeah.
Christopher Cross, a Austin, Texas legend.
Yes.
I'll give you another fun fact.
Okay.
While we're on the music train, Jimmy Buffett wrote the song Margaritaville.
Yes.
Yeah, was staying at a friend's house in Northwest Hills. Went to a Mexican food restaurant on Burnett Road. No, check that, Anderson Lane. Okay, right across. Was having a margarita. Wrote the song. Got on a plane going back. Finished the song. Maybe the greatest Jimmy Buffett song of all time.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome, America. Time out. Check that. You're welcome, the world. Northwest Hills brings you greatness. They brought it tonight.
Yeah,
50-13.
What a way to
victory
bring
over Akins. You're welcome, America.
Way to go, man. That
Well, I'm
was.
telling you what.
I wasn't sure which direction that was
No,
going.
it was going straight down the fairway like
No.
all my drives. Straight down the fairway.
Took me on a journey, and
Well, I brought you home.
yeah, you did.
All right. Great complete victory by the Trojans. Coach Hatcher, Coach Maldonado, Coach Napoli, Coach Holcomb, all the coaches for Anderson. Got to be very, very, very excited with this victory. We got a big one next week against the Westlake Chaps from Nelson. We'll be back at Nelson Field and an interesting battle. Throw caution to the wind. We're going to be on the other side of that, and we'll see how we gamble. We'll see what chances we take. We'll see how we can match up. Last year, the game a lot closer than the experts thought in the first half, and Westlake pulling away late, but it'll be an interesting matchup next week. But Trojans will sleep well with the victory against Akins tonight. Stu, parting shot, parting thought?
I'm just heading to get my hub chub.
Get you a hub chub, everybody. We appreciate you. Good night, Trojan Nation.